This is a Miami Sports Music Podcast Network production. This is the #1 Miami fan morning show. Clock blockers, let's go.
I know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fins for life, we throw the folk. Singing this.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Stephen D, and we are live. We are live right here on the #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. I'm excited to be hanging out with y'all. I want to say good morning to my Finlaws and my family. It is 9:28 a.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. I'm your host, Stephen D. You can follow me on all social media platforms at Stephen D. SKPL. Spread kindness, positivity, and love. It is Throwback Thursday up here. We got a big show lined up for you today, and we're going to hang out. We're going to have a good time. We got Miami Sports Music. Make sure you follow them on all social media platforms at Miami Sports Music and on Twitter at MIA Sports Music. Okay? If you guys want to come on in, hit the like button. Hit it, tap it, whatever you got to do to it. Just make sure you do it. Hit the like button. It's free. It doesn't cost a thing, and it helps the channel grow. And also make sure you subscribe to the channel. And as I have said before, we hit 10,000 subscribers last week. So big deal. So thank you all for doing that. We're going to have a 10,000 subscriber show. Congratulations on 10K show tomorrow right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. So I'm pretty excited about that. This is going to be a lot of fun. I want to remind you guys, if you want to sign up and become a member today to the channel, there's lots of different ways you guys can do that, right? And one of those beautiful ways is by hitting the like button and also signing up to become a member today. Become part of the family. Sign up today. The link is in the description below. Make sure you all do that. It's a big deal. We'd love to see you sign up and become a member today. Also, you want to help the channel grow by donating. Lots of different ways you can do that. You can use the YouTube live super chat, which is the $ below the bottom of the chat, where you guys can use Cash App or PayPal. Okay, Cash App or PayPal, $ MSM Podcast Network. You use the QR code right on your screen. I will tell you that if you donate on Cash App in increments of $10 between now and tomorrow, I'm actually thinking about extending it another week. We'll see how today and tomorrow go. You will be entered to win a Christian Wilkins autographed jersey courtesy of ZSM Sports. So just want to remind you all of that. If you donate in increments of 10 on Cash App and PayPal only, you will be set up. You will be entered to win a autographed jersey of Christian Wilkins. If you donate 50 or more, I'll double your entries. If you donate 100 or more, I will triple your entries into the giveaway. So make sure you all do that. ZSM Sports, the #1 place to get your sports memorabilia, cards, jerseys, balls, and hard to find items. ZSM Sports is the place to get it. Make sure you follow them on Instagram at SportsZSM. Hey, also, Hangry Owls, good food, good mood, craft subs and salads. You guys are in the Pembroke Pines area in South Florida and you want a good place to eat, Hangry Owls is the place to go. If you give them a call before you show up at 305-279-5332, ask about the Spread Kindness sub. You get $3 off your subs on every day except for Friday, where if you use the code word Spread Kindness, you get $6 off your subs. That's pretty much free sub right there, man. So make sure you guys use that. That's a big deal. Veza, we love some Veza. Good mood, a beer created for the fans by the fan, born and raised, the official beer of Clock Blockers. Want to remind you guys, Veza in Wynwood, Saturday night, the official watch party hosted by myself and Dolphreaky. The event is free, but due to limited spacing, please RSVP on Tail Greeter. The link is in the description below. Make sure you guys do that. Over 220 people so far have RSVP'd. Let me tell you, we have a big party. It's going to be humongous, and I'm pretty excited about it. And more people, I'm getting RSVPs on my phone, even as early as this morning. So people, it's filling up fast. Make sure you are RSVP today. Adam Sadowski being a member for 3 months. I see that you're going to be there. Awesome. Super excited to see you there. GreatPlaceToSit.com. You guys need a place to sit. Make sure you guys go on the link below. Use the code word DWA when you give them a call and get 5% off on your tickets. A GreatPlaceToSit.com. And last but not least, Tail Greeter. Download the app today on your current Apple or Android device today. Make sure you guys do that. And that's how you RSVP to the Veza watch party again. All right, we got a big show lined up for you today. It is Throwback Thursday, all-time Bills versus Dolphins, celebrity NFL weekend picks with our girl Tamaris. Week 15, pretty excited about that. And just so you know, later on, we're also going to have Dolphreaky come on and hang out with us, the NFL Fan of the Year for the Miami Dolphins. So we got a big show lined up for you today. But without further ado, let me bring out my co-host for the morning, the handsome, the wonderful, the Mr. Amazing. He's the biggest LeBron James fan there is. Mr. Cameron 954, ladies and gentlemen.
Boo, boo. So, Steven, you want to start the show off that way, do you?
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang, man. Like, so would it be so ironic if LeBron James gets the Michael Jordan MVP trophy this week?
That would be something. I will give you that. That would definitely be something. I will give you that. It'll be weird.
I think that's very appropriate, even though it won't happen. He will. I'll even say he won't finish in the top 10 in the MVP voting.
Oh my God, please get out of here. How you doing this morning, man? I see you're rocking the new shirt that you have for East 32.
It is the new Miami Dolphins Dirty Birdie East 32 golf shirt, golf apparel. We just launched this week. Hit me up in the DMs if you want to get your hands on this. It's dry fit, stretchy material, and it's a golf shirt, and pretty amazing. Just like our button downs, and we have 3 or 4 different styles. So shoot me a DM if you want them. Limited supplies. I've got mediums through 2XLs. Sorry, Steve. And
we'll make one for me eventually.
100% we will. But yeah, man, they're going fast too. So if you want that last minute Christmas present, holiday gift for your loved one, or you just want to copy yourself one for yourself for the golf course.
Maybe we should. I don't know how much of a supply you have, but maybe we should take one to give away on the show for people who donate to the show today. We pick somebody.
We might be able to do something like that. I did get one in the hands of a certain somebody who's getting it in the hands of a certain QB1 today. So I'm excited
this
about
gentleman
that.
right here, this beautiful man right here.
This gentleman right here who looks over my shoulder and places the Zen over my office here.
I love it. I would love to see him in this shirt. That'd be dope. All right, man. It's 9:35. I don't want to keep this person waiting, but I will allow you to do the honors of introducing our amazing, wonderful celebrity NFL guest that we have on each and every Thursday.
It is one and only Tamaris.
Hi, guys. Hi. Good morning.
Good morning, Tamaris. How are you?
I love the crowd.
The crowd goes wild for Tamaris.
We keep it up here.
I get it. I love it. Got to keep it up there.
So for those of you who don't know, Tamaris is our celebrity prognosticator, and this is week 15, prognosticator. I can say that 5 times fast. And she has dutifully kicked Steven and I.
I'm trying to use big words, okay?
All year. Yeah, I'm drinking coffee. I've been up since 3:30, so it's probably not going to come out right.
Wait, did you go swimming with Addie?
I did.
Oh.
I did.
For those of you who don't know, Cameron's daughter is gonna make the Olympics one day swimming. And I'm not joking. Like, she's legit like one of the best swimmers in the state of Florida, if not the world. So, or in the country anyway. We're gonna say the world. She makes the Olympics, but you are up at 3:00 every morning doing like swimming stuff, right? Or every other morning.
Yeah, so 4:15, but I just, so for some reason I got up at 3:30 this morning.
Excuse me, 4:15. I apologize for giving you an hour
at that time, but yeah, man. So early bird gets the worm, right?
Beautiful, man. Gotta love family. Tamaris, real quick before we get going, am I gonna finally see you in person this weekend? There's a rumor that I might see you this weekend.
Saturday night, Tamaris. We're putting her on the spot.
At
Wynwood.
At Wynwood with our girl Dolphreaky. Come on now. She'll be on after you. She's coming on after you. You might have to hang a minute if you stay on a little bit longer so you two can meet online. That'd be awesome. But yeah, so yeah, you'll love Dolphreaky. She's so much cooler than me. Everybody's so cooler than me, so it doesn't matter.
100%.
Now, what is not cool, it's actually amazing. It's not that it's not cool, it's amazing. I heard through a little birdie that somebody won this weekend for the first time all year. Is this true?
But it was by one game, Stephen. But you did win.
No matter, I won, and I love it.
So annoying.
Let's go. We don't need to do any more games this year. I won. I ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, just set the record. Set the record straight, Stephen. That was your first win since week 1.
It was.
Yes.
That's harsh.
That's hard. Tamaris and myself, we
Tamaris,
both
don't
finished.
sound like a hater. Okay.
Tamaris and I both finished with 8 wins. CB83 finished with 6 wins, so he was under 500. And Stephen, you had 9 wins.
9 wins.
Golf clap.
Golf
clap. Golf clap.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here all week.
So this week is week 15. We got a full slate of games starting this evening. We have 3 games on Saturday, one of which is our beloved Miami Dolphins at the 8 o'clock primetime game, and then a full slate on Sunday. So let's get to it, Tamaris. We have San Francisco visiting Seattle tonight on primetime on Amazon Prime. Where's my pen? There it is.
49ers, San Francisco.
San Fran. Steven?
I actually think this is going to be one of the best games of the week. I'm pretty excited about it. Seattle, if Seattle is for real, and I'm thinking that they are, I think they're probably one of the teams that has an opportunity to beat. So the San Francisco 49ers, I'm going to go with the upset. I'm going to go with Seattle at home, the 12th man beating the San Francisco 49ers this weekend.
So this is a must win for Seattle, to get back into the playoff hunt. Brock Purdy, who obviously played well against the Dolphins and then played lights out last weekend, is questionable for Sunday's game. So he's a game time decision. I expect him to go. But I think San Francisco probably was just too much on defense for Seattle. So I'm going to take San Francisco in a tight game. And you're right. There's a lot of, this is a great game. There's a lot of great games that could go either way this weekend. So it should be a fun week of picks.
Definitely.
Saturday, we have the Indianapolis Colts visiting Minnesota. Tamaris.
Vikings, Minnesota.
Steven?
The Indianapolis Colts are frauds, and they have been this entire year. And I think the Vikings, I don't know what the point spread is, but I would take the Vikings, and I would take the points by a lot.
Vikings. That's interesting you say that because I believe the Colts are coming off a bye week, and they have won 6 straight off a bye week, or 5 straight, something like that. But I think it's a tall task, to your point, going into Minnesota, who are favored by 4. And so I'll take Minnesota to cover that as well. The next game, very interesting here. Cleveland Browns are hosting the Baltimore Ravens. So we're big Browns fans this weekend.
No. Ravens.
Ooh.
I don't think the Tamaris way is thinking is wrong. We're definitely rooting for the Browns. There's no doubt about that. But I just, I don't know how Cleveland kind of pulls this together, even with Deshaun Watson back in the backfield. But I will say what evens it out is Lamar Jackson's not there for the Baltimore Ravens, right? And so I think that kind of, I think that makes the playing field even. The Ravens are definitely the better team, but the Cleveland Browns might have the better quarterback. Cleveland at home. I'm going to go Cleveland because I think the quarterback just makes the difference in this game.
And whose quarterback makes the difference?
Deshaun Watson does. Deshaun Watson makes the difference in this game.
So, so you're taking Cleveland?
I'm taking Cleveland. I don't like it, but I'm taking it.
I'm taking Cleveland also. They're at home, and this is the reason. And it's not because of Deshaun Watson. He's actually been really bad his first 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he finds a clue against Baltimore. Baltimore's got a legit defense, so I doubt it. But I think Cleveland unlocks more of the run game with Kareem Hunt and Chubb. And it sounds like the 3rd-string quarterback for Baltimore starting.
He is.
Yeah, so I'm going to take Cleveland.
That's the only reason I'm going with Cleveland. is a third string quarterback starting for the Ravens. That's it.
All right, moving on. Well, we'll come back to the Miami Bills game. So let's move on to Sunday. We have Atlanta, the Hawks visiting the New Orleans Saints.
The Hawks?
The Falcons.
You mean the
Falcons,
Falcons?
Hawks. I told you,
Cameron,
man.
what are you doing?
My brain's not with it.
Like,
So the
come
Hawks-
on. I'm getting the names right. There's a problem.
There's a problem here, Cameron.
Okay.
So it's the Atlanta Falcons visiting the New Orleans Saints.
The Falcons.
It's so funny to kind of see this Saints deal. You know, who should they start? Who should they not start? Marcus Mariota was the starting quarterback for the Falcons. Gets benched this weekend for Desmond Ridder. And as soon as the announcement is made, Marcus Mariota packs up his locker and leaves the team indefinitely. So it's very interesting that this whole ordeal is going down with Atlanta as well. I want to say Atlanta but I don't know. I mean, do you have that much faith in a rookie quarterback who's never really seen NFL action? It'll be interesting. It's the Saints at home. I'm going to go with the Saints. I think the Saints are going to beat Atlanta.
You should have gave me all that insight before you decided to say all that.
Oh, no. You got to find it.
How? Like,
only one click away.
you guys know about the game. I don't watch the game. I don't know about the players.
Part of this process to see if your picks are better than ours with all of our NFL information.
And Tamaris, for the record, you're kicking our asses, so don't even go there.
Our ass the whole year. Are you kidding me?
Don't even go there, Tamaris.
I'm so competitive. I want to win everything.
Well, you are. So, but I am taking New Orleans also for the reasons you just mentioned. Plus, New Orleans at home is always a tough game, right?
It is. It doesn't matter who's playing quarterback for New Orleans when it happens.
So the next game, who would ever thought we'd be talking about Carolina, winning games to get into the playoffs because they're hosting Pittsburgh, who is not in playoff contention, and it's Carolina hosting Pittsburgh.
That's the Steelers and the Panthers, right?
Yes. Okay. Good job, Mary.
I'm looking at it on my screen. Steelers.
Ooh.
One day I'm going to know every single state of all of these football teams. I swear. I'm going to know it.
I actually don't think you're far off from an upset on this one. Here's let me tell you my thought process because I don't even think I have a game picked in my mind here. The Steelers are playing their quarterback situation is very unique. Mitchell Trubisky's gotten some playing time because of the rookie quarterback and Kenny Pickett, being hurt here and there. The Carolina Panthers is very interesting. They had Baker Mayfield at the beginning of the year. They released them, and now they have Walker, I think, has been getting snaps. But then Sam Darnold came back last weekend. That whole situation is very interesting. What I will say is, do we know who's starting for Pittsburgh this weekend, Cameron?
No, we don't. Pickett is questionable. Trubisky's been getting first team snaps.
I know. I'm going to go with the Steelers. I'm going to go with Tamaris on this one because whether it's Trubisky or Pickett, I think they're better than Sam Darnold. That's my opinion of it.
Well, there's a good thing there's another 10 guys on the offense because Carolina will run the snot out of the ball against Pittsburgh, who is atrocious.
They've been looking good without Christian McCaffrey running the ball, dude.
And Pittsburgh is horrible against the run this year.
That's true.
So I'm taking Carolina in a win. And
I go back. I want to go back and change my pick.
No.
You and Maris are on Pittsburgh.
No.
It's done. You said it.
So we have a fun game next. The Bears are hosting the Philadelphia Eagles.
The Bears.
Eagles.
The Eagles.
Is Justin Fields playing?
Justin Fields is playing.
I'm going Justin Fields. I'm taking the Bears. I still don't have any faith in the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to ride that till the wheels fall off as far as I'm concerned because they are not making the Super Bowl, and that's all I have to say about it. They're going to eventually lose before the Super Bowl. So,
wow. That's bold considering Chicago's getting 9 points at home. I think Philadelphia is just too much for Chicago's defense.
Let's go Chicago. Let's go Justin Fields.
I got you. I mean, listen, as soon as you said shh, I already wrote it down.
I just don't like Philadelphia, and everybody knows I don't like Philadelphia.
Oh boy. Is this a trap game? Kansas City Chiefs going into Houston to face the Texans?
Chiefs.
Yeah. If you call a trap game against the worst team in the NFL,
I asked you a question. Is it?
I'm going to say no. It never would be.
I was trying to trap you.
City by 1,000,000 points. It's not even going to be a game. We are going to see Chad Henne enter the game in the fourth quarter. The backup behind Patrick Mahomes, former Miami Dolphins starting quarterback. Yeah, it's going to be Chad Henne time in the fourth quarter.
I was trying to trap you, Steven. Just
it's not going to happen. You're not getting me on that one.
And KC is 14-point favorites in Houston.
Oh, yeah. And if they don't beat them by that much, there's a serious problem.
I would, for all you fantasy heads out there, I start my fantasy playoffs this week. I have Isaiah Pacheco, the running back for the Kansas City Chiefs. Start him.
Big.
Start him all day long. But this is a fun game. How about Dallas going into Jacksonville to play the Jaguars, coming off a throttling of the Titans?
Jaguars.
Ooh.
Isn't it the Cowboys and the Jaguars?
Yeah, Cowboys
and Jaguars.
At the Jaguars.
Cowboys.
You going Cowboys or you going Jaguars?
Cowboys.
All right.
Believe it or not, this is one of the most exciting games of the weekend. Who would have thought that if you said that 5-6 weeks ago? I feel like Trevor Lawrence has found his the starting quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's found he's very comfortable is what I want to say. He's found his stride. But the Cowboys are also, they're looking good too, right? So I don't know what to say. I feel like this is going to be a really good game. Jaguars are at home. I think Cowboys have the better running backs and the better wide receivers, so I'm going to go with the Cowboys because of that.
Obviously, the winning team.
Going with Dallas. You know what? Dallas needed a last-minute drive to beat the Texans at home last week, right? Jacksonville is coming off a really a good win against the Titans where they clicked on all phases of the offense. I saw that. I'm going to go out on a limb here and take Jacksonville.
You're not going out on a limb. It's a very comfortable pick. Jacksonville's looked really good the last few weeks, but I just have a very difficult time picking them over Dallas. Here's the thing, real quick. Here's the funny thing about Dallas. Every year we look at them as Super Bowl contenders, and every year they disappoint in December and January. And for some reason, and you're right. And so it's like, all right, is it time for Dallas to implode? And I get that, but eventually I gotta believe that they're not going to implode. And is that year this year? I'm going to say it is. I'm going to say Dallas is going to find a way to not beat themselves.
Just not this week because Jacksonville wins. Jacksonville is getting 4 points at home, so it's a little closer than you would think. A 10-3 Dallas team versus a 5-8 Jaguars team.
Jaguars are hot right now, man.
So moving on, speaking of another game that we need the visiting team to win, the Detroit Lions go into the New York Jets.
Jets.
What, Tamaris? How dare you?
I don't even know why you even asked this question.
What in the world are you thinking? Okay, let's get something straight. The second hottest team in the entire NFL right now is the Detroit Lions. Let's just get that. They've won 5 out of their last 6. They're hot. They're absolutely amazing. Their head coach is a beautiful man. Love Dan Campbell. I'm going with the Detroit Lions, and they're going to whoop the New York Jets. That's all I know.
Okay. You're very, very strong about this right now.
Yes, I am. I feel some type of way, Tamaris.
It's fine because when the Jets beat the Lions and you're going to be crying next week, it's totally fine. So it's fine.
And we, as Dolphin fans, we need a Jets loss. Mike White is questionable, and they've elevated Zach Wilson to be his backup. So,
oh my God, yeah,
I am hoping and praying to God those ribs somehow don't function for Mike, because the Jets team is way better offensively with Mike White under center than Zach Wilson. And I'm taking Detroit as well.
I will be fine. I'm going to win. The Jets will win. Stop! Why does everyone say boo Jets?
Because we hate the Jets. They're in our division, Tamaris. You should know this.
We are not Jet sympathizers like you, Tamaris. Hey, so moving on. Denver with Russell Wilson, who is concussed and will not play Sunday.
By the way, did you see that hit, Cameron, that he took? Did you see the whelp, the knot on the side of his forehead afterwards? It was a whole mountain on the side of his head. I'm not like real talk. Man, he got knocked out in the game. Like, it was bad. It was bad.
And there was no pass, roughing the passer on that.
Nope.
There was no roughing
he dove head first. He was a runner. Oh,
that's right. But there was no roughing the passer on the Mike White hit from Milano.
Yeah.
Jalen Phillips gets a roughing the passer when he
don't get me started
on the ground. It just blows my mind. Anyway, Arizona Cardinals and the midgets, who will be midgetless, versus goes into Denver against the Broncos.
The Cardinals.
Look, this is a very interesting game. Both teams are going to be playing with backup quarterbacks. Kyler Murray, who is essentially out for the rest of the year, and the Denver Broncos, who do not have Russell Wilson playing, and they're playing with a backup. I guess I'm going to go with Denver because they're at home, and that's the only reason. What's the point spread in this game?
Broncos are giving 3 to the Cardinals.
I mean, look, it's a push. Personally, I'm just going with Denver because they're at home and playing in Mile High, like that's tough. You know,
Arizona. I think Arizona rides James Conner, and it's a low-scoring game, and I just have a feeling Arizona is going to pull this one out.
All right.
Another game that we desperately need. Your Raiders are hosting the New England Patriots.
They're not my Raiders.
They're your Raiders, bro.
That's straight.
I mean, I'm never picking the Patriots, so the Raiders.
That's why we love you, Tamaris.
Yeah, dude. I mean, come on now. I'm going with Vegas all day. Vegas actually started to look like they turned it around a little bit over the last few weeks. My hope and prayer is that the Patriots are as bad as I think that they are. And what's the point spread in this game?
Pick them.
It's a push.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I mean, look, to me, it's Vegas, and Vegas is at home. And Josh McDaniels has something to prove to his former Bill Belichick, although that right there might be not going in my favor either, because Bill Belichick owns, with the exception of, the time he played us, he owns his former disciples. Man, see, now that I know that,
I've already written down the Raiders for you.
I'm going Raiders, but I'm not going to be surprised if they lose.
All right. For the reason you just stated, and Wack Jones actually has played well. The running game took a hit with Ramondre Stevenson out. I think this is a field goal fest, so I'll take New England. Pain for me to say. A must win for the Tennessee Titans going into the Herberts and Chargers.
Chargers.
All right, sorry, I was sending Allie the link. What is it?
Get it together.
LA Chargers hosting the Titans.
I'm going to go Chargers. Chargers are on the up. Titans are on the down. I'm going Chargers.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with you. I'll take the Chargers. But this is the typical game that Tennessee comes out and dominates, right? Like they ride Henry, and the Chargers can't stop the run. So, but I think the Chargers get it done late. That's an interesting game too, because it's the Chargers are 3-point favorites at home.
Hey, real quick, just want to shout out Zachary Evers, ZSM Sports. Y'all know about ZSM. Cars, jerseys, balls, and hard to find items. Big shout out to Zach. Go reach out to him on Facebook at /CSM-sports or on Instagram at sportscsm. He's got a lot of great signings coming up. But big shout out, Zach. Thank you for everything, man.
I think he had Trent Sherfield yesterday, so shout out Zach for getting that done, man. He's such a good dude, and we're happy to have him part of the team here at Clock Blockers and Miami Sports Music.
Yeah, we love having
him. So interesting game. Tampa Bay hosts Cincinnati and the Bengals.
Yeah, 100%. Tom Brady's career is done. He's finished. He's kaput. Giselle ruined him. There's absolutely no coming back for Tom Brady on this, and I can't stand Tom Brady. Crybaby Brady loses to the Cincinnati Bungles.
Wow. It's always Bengals.
No, I call them the Bungles.
It is the Bengals. Oh. Not the Bengals and Susanna Hoff, but it's the Bengals. I don't know. For some reason, I'm going to take Tampa Bay.
Are you kidding me? No way they win this game. If they win this game, I don't. Yeah. No way. No way they win this
Leonard Fournette all day long. For me, the most exciting game behind the Dolphins game is the next game. It's the Giants going into Redskins to face Washington.
The Commanders, sir.
Commanders.
I didn't say Redskins.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
Redskins.
Tyler Heineke. Cameron and I are fully on board the Tyler Heineke train. We love him. Tyler Heineke all day. Let's go.
Let's go. What'd you say there, Tamaris?
Commanders.
So it is. We are all in agreement.
You didn't pick the Jet. You didn't pick your New York team. Your other New York team.
No, because it just didn't make sense with who's gonna win. I have secret ends into all of these football.
Yep, you're gonna tell us at the end of the year too. You're gonna tell us.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you guys how.
I don't know who you called a fraud earlier in the show there, Steven, but I think the Giants are the biggest frauds in the NFL. So
you might not be wrong about that.
I think Washington wins in a convincing manner.
Washington.
Sunday night football, we have the Rams going into Green Bay in a who cares game. It'd be cool if you had the snow at Lambeau.
Packers.
Very interesting game. And by interesting, I mean I will fall asleep after 2 minutes of the first quarter. It's going to be horrible. It's going to be the worst game of the weekend. I feel bad for ESPN having to put this on. Who cares is right. Yeah, but I'm going with Green Bay at home. Green Bay wins.
Green Bay wins at home. I'll have to agree with you, unfortunately. Green Bay at home, and which takes us to the Miami Dolphins going into Buffalo.
Miami.
Are we cooking Buffalo?
Yeah.
Say it with a little bit more enthusiasm.
I didn't really understand that phrase. So I was confused. So yeah, we are cooking Buffalo.
I got new Solo D song last night. He sent it to me at like 11 o'clock at night. I don't know if you got it yet, Cameron. Did you get it?
Banging.
Did he send it to you?
Banging.
Dude, it's so good. So I'm going. Let me tell you, this is a very tough game for the Dolphins. This will be the toughest game of the year for them. For many different reasons. But the reason I think they're going to win is because they've lost the last two, and because I think that they know if they lose this game, the rest of the NFL is going to think that they're a joke or that they're frauds at best. And so I'm going Buffalo. I'm going Miami. I'm not going Buffalo. I'm going Miami. But I like it's going to be like super close game. They're going to win by less than 3 points. It's going to be super close.
Listen, let's be realistic here. The Dolphins, 2 road games, California trip. They're at home. They have to go up to Buffalo. They're going Friday afternoon. Nursing some injuries to Armstead and Wilson. 7 inches of snow. The last time they played, Miami hosted Buffalo at home. I took Buffalo, and look what happened. So I'm taking Buffalo. See what I did there?
What you're doing?
See what I did?
Psychology. I understand it. I get it.
Because I am the mush, and if I say Buffalo, that means Miami will win.
All right, Tamaris, just a couple things before I let you go. Number one, I want to bring somebody on to introduce you to. I think you two, you guys, you come on Saturday night. It's gonna be good times. But did you finish? Are you still working like on your kitchen or whatever? Or what is it?
I'm still progress, but it's a whole thing.
We need updates, okay? HGTV. Okay. Do you need what is it? Who does I can't think of their names. The couple who does the renovations and they have their own channel now, Magnolia Farms. I can't think of their name.
Speaking of frauds.
No idea.
Speaking of frauds, we're not are we talking about the person that's in the back room? You better not be talking about the person that she'll get you.
No, why would I ever call Dolphreaky a fraud? I'm talking about the Magnolia frauds.
Oh.
What about the Magnolia?
What happened?
Magnolia Bakery?
Chip and Joanne. That's who they are. Chip and Joanne.
Chip and Joanne.
Yeah. No, we love Chip.
Joanne Gaines. Chip Gaines and Joanne Gaines.
All right. Anyways, real quick, Tamaris, before I let you go, I want to introduce this person. She's coming on to hang out with us for a little while. She'll be there Saturday night, co-hosting with me at Veza Soar for the coolest watch party in Wynwood. The event is free, but due to limited spacing, please RSVP on Tail Greeter. Ladies and gentlemen, Dolphreaky is in the building.
Hello, guys. Hello.
What's
Tamaris,
up,
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm obsessed with all of your guys' backgrounds, and I'm just solely white plain. I have no idea about any of this. You guys are like experts and pros.
Sometimes less is more, okay?
So the room, real quick, Tamaris, the room that Dolphreaky's in is a whole Miami Dolphins room that she built in her home. It is legit
the wigs
all
in
around
the back.
Miami Dolphins room.
I need to know more.
I knew the moment you two would get together, I'm like, oh, this is.
Shout out to her husband Jared for just letting her do her thing, because Jared's the man.
He puts up with a lot with this, but this is our guest room, so if you ever come over, this is where you can stay.
So Tamaris is doing some of her own remodeling in her house, and I was like, you should talk to Dolphreaky because she's made a lot of stuff in her house, a lot of stuff.
I love home projects. I think now with everything going on with the Dolphins, like I have definitely let my house go to the wayside, but I can't wait till the off season so I can start renovating my kitchen. That's my next project.
Word up.
Look at you two. All right, Tamaris, are you coming on Saturday now that Dolphreaky's going to be there? You're not going to be the only girl.
You will not be the only girl.
Tamaris, we won't put any pressure on you. I'll let you know.
No pressure. I might have to go to New York.
Tamaris.
If I'm here, I'm here. I'm there. If I'm here, I'm there.
Okay.
Just know that I already put you on my reservation, so we got space for you, and I'll call you on Saturday.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Tamaris. Bye, Tamaris. Thank you for coming on.
Bye.
You're going down this week, and you're going down big, just so you know. Just like last week.
Have you ever watched F-Boy Island? She does not lose.
Like, I don't lose. Do you not understand? I'm going to be another reality show. Like, I'm not losing. I'm winning.
Let's go, Tamaris.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Tamaris. That was Celebrity NFL Picks. And now it is Dolphreaky is in the building.
Hello, guys.
How are you?
What's up, Allie? Hey, shout out to you and Jared and everybody at the white party last night, man. The big shotters, big hitters.
Yeah.
Really
that
cool.
was fun.
Tell us what that was all about.
A lot of people don't know what that is, so explain to people what happened last night.
So this is from last year's Dolphin Cancer Challenge. So if you were someone who participated in that and raised at least $3,000, then you're considered a heavy hitter. And so we had ridden for Team TPP last year. And so most of our team actually reached heavy hitter status, which is awesome. So big shout out to Danny because he really helped us get to that status. And then as part of that, I mean, aside from like the amazing contribution to Sylvester Cancer Center, but the Dolphins actually, they will host these once yearly galas for the heavy hitters. And so last year it was at the Hard Rock Casino. And this year they did it at Hard Rock in like the little courtyard in the back where the, like the sky ride is, and like they have the fountains and everything. It's so beautiful back there. And it was a beautiful night. It was just the perfect weather. And so they said, oh, everybody needs to wear white. So believe it or not, that's a challenge.
Yeah.
I didn't own anything white, just plain white. Or really, I don't actually own much that doesn't have a dolphin logo on it already.
Real quick. So I'm talking with Dolphreaky. We're talking about this weekend. And she goes, I'm so happy that everything's open up till midnight here because I need to go find something white. I have nothing in my closet that's white. I thought it was hilarious.
So this is like, I realized when we were in Orlando this weekend, I was like, like I need to get an outfit, and it was too soon for Amazon to be able to get it to me. So after we left Disney World, we went to the premium outlets to try to find something. I could not find anything to wear in the whole outlet place. So then I'm panicking because I have to work a 12-hour shift on Tuesday, and the thing is on Wednesday. And so I'm working till 9, and I'm like, what stores are open after 9? And Jared's like, every store is open. It's the Christmas season. They're all open till like midnight. And I'm like, oh, thank God. So here I am in TJ Maxx at midnight, and I finally find what I need to wear.
Man, you just come over to the crib and rob my wife's closet. I mean, she got so much white crap in there, man.
I mean, I really thought, like, I was like, I'm gonna have to like borrow something from a neighbor or something because I have nothing. But it worked out and it was fine. And hubby never ever wears white, so
he looked GQ. I saw the photo.
Yeah.
He was
cleaned up really well.
crisp.
Yeah, like we were like making jokes, like we look like angels, like like Jesus.
But Jared always looks crisp. So, there's not, he was very dapper, I must say, with his white on white. He looked real
rocked
good.
it. Yeah, so we did not spill any wine.
One of the things that happened there last night, which was really cool, is recently passed away Jason Jenkins, R.I.P. Jason Jenkins. There's an award now called the Jason Jenkins Award.
Yeah.
And our good friend and former NFL Fan of the Year, as we have the current NFL Fan of the Year up here, Ian Big E received that last night, and you took that video. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so it's the Jason Jenkins Impact Award, and so it goes to somebody in the community. I don't know if it's exactly what it's based on, but basically Big E raised I believe $25,000 for cancer research, and that was primarily through Twitter and his big following there. And so he won the award, and it was just so awesome. Okay, to see like one of my good friends win an award like that and be recognized on the big stage.
He was very emotional. I saw some of the video.
Very emotional. So as soon as they announced it, I had no idea this was going to happen. So I just jumped in there and I started videotaping it. And he was telling the story of his mom, and he did start to he didn't cry, but like you could hear he was starting to get a little bit emotional. And I mean, how can you not, when you're talking about cancer and your family and everything. So and also it's just emotional because of Jason Jenkins, and his wife was right there, and she was now she's on the Dolphin Cancer Challenge board.
The whole thing for DC.
Yes,
right?
Yes, and because he was such a big part, so now she has the role there, and so I did have a chance to talk to her.
We should bring her on as a guest.
You should. Yeah, she's really easy to talk to. And, we talked briefly, and I said, I'm like, I never met him personally, but like he had an impact on me as a fan, all of us really, and the organization and stuff.
Maybe you should help set that up, Dolphreaky, and you can come on and help interview her. I think that'd be really cool bringing her on.
Yeah.
I think that would be really, really
that
cool.
would be awesome. Yeah, I'm sure it'd be an emotional episode too. Just sad what happened there. But yeah, she's really cool, and I'm just really happy for Big E too. So he got this really cool football.
Big E. We love Big E.
Yeah, he's
DolphinsTalk.com. Go check them out. They're absolutely amazing. We love Big E and Michael Vela and all of them. They're good people over there. They're friends. Yeah. They're friends of the network. Yeah. So what else? Who else was there last night? There was a lot of cool people I saw. A lot of fans. We saw a lot of our friends. Our family was there. Was there anybody from the organization that was there that was pretty cool?
So Nat Moore was there, and also Dolphins CFO Chris was there. Javier Sanchez, who is kind of the head guy at the DCC, and Abby. They both do, like, they organize the event and everything. I mean, it was a lot of fans. It was a lot of participants, and many of them I know just from having done the ride for a few years now. Lisa Siegel was there with her sister, and let's see, Big E was there. Justin Finsticky, Jason, Burke was there. Holly, Maria.
There's a lot of
yeah,
people.
there was a lot of people there because we were all on the same team last year.
Left out. I was like, man, I wish I want to come. You know, I wish I had known. I would have come earlier.
You need to do the DCC, dude.
I know.
Hey, Steven, it's on our things to do, Dolphreaky, for next season to put a concentrated effort around DCC for clock watchers and Miami sports music.
Yes.
So much so, like I'm trying to convince Solo D to get his ass on a bike too. So
yeah, and you don't have to ride. You can even do it virtually. You could do it virtual. You could also do the walk.
No, don't tell Solo that because I've got him convinced.
Okay, all right. He can ride a bike.
Oh, 100% he can.
There's a video of Solo this weekend on LA riding a scooter almost about to fall flat on his face. It's hilarious.
He's like, Mom, I got it.
Like, Mom, look at me, Mom. I'm gonna ride the scooter.
It's not too late. This year, it's not too late to still join my team, South Florida Dolphins United. So I think we have like 20 members. So it's going well so far. I think we're up to like $12,000 last time I checked.
And when's the ride?
It's February 25th. So we're getting there.
Yeah, it's right.
Well, maybe we finish the year with you this year. And then next year we do our own team.
Yeah.
And we go against you. We go
Let's do it. Friendly competition.
Friendly rivalry, man. We're raising money.
That's the whole point.
And that we will help raise money. We'll talk. We get to hang out this weekend.
Yes,
so we'll talk this weekend.
Yeah.
Allie's coming to pick me up from the airport. I'm so excited. Yeah, Allie and Jared.
We are going to have us a weekend.
Allie, I just want to say thank you for doing that.
Oh, no problem.
So we're going to hang out this weekend. We could talk all the particulars about it and how to promote it on the podcast and stuff. And then we'll be under your team for the rest of this year. And then next year, Miami Sports Music, we'll do our own team next year. And we'll go against you.
Let's do it.
With that. So why we got you, there's a few reasons I wanted you on this morning. Number one is to hang out and talk about this weekend's party, but we'll get to that. But why I got you up here, I want to talk about voting for NFL Fan of the Year. So did you get a chance to did they talk about that at all last night? Or they should have if they didn't. How dare they? Well, we're going to talk about it right now. Okay. NFL Fan of the Year. I just dropped the link in the chat. You're still voting for that. It's starting to, playoff time is starting to come up. And when does voting end? I don't even know when voting ends.
It doesn't end until I believe the weekend of the Super Bowl.
Okay. Well,
if I'm not mistaken. My brain is not super clear right now.
No, I have it all right in front of me. So, I mean, it doesn't have an ending time. But the link I just dropped in the chat, you can vote as often as you want and as much as you want. There's no limited amount of votes.
I've had some people tell me that they're making it part of their daily routine. They wake up in the morning, they put 10 votes. They go to sleep, they put 10 votes. Some people are telling me, I have terrible insomnia. So that's my way of getting myself to go to sleep at night. I just keep voting and voting and voting until I fall asleep. I'm like, let's do it.
Refresh vote. Refresh. Dolphreaky. Yes, I get it.
Vote and share too. Share with your friends that are Dolphin fans or whatever. It helps the fan base. If I get to the main stage, then we all get recognized. So it's about the fan base.
One thing. I'm not there, but I'd like to thank Stephen Daniels. He's absolutely I better come before your mom, dad, God, everybody. I want easy. Okay, just make sure. Okay. No, I'm super excited. And you're telling me you're going to be at NFL honors.
Yes.
This is
a lot of pressure.
At an NFL honors. That's pretty cool.
That's the who's who of the NFL.
I know everybody's going to be there. It's going to be great.
I'm going to be fangirling so hard. It's just going to be a room full of famous
everybody's going to be there. And hopefully you get announced as NFL Fan of the Year right there. That would be awesome. Let me tell you why I think you have a legit shot. Okay. Number one, you're awesome and you deserve to be the true NFL Fan of the Year. But in Pro Bowl voting, which I think ends today, if I'm honest. Okay. Or it ended earlier this week. I'm not sure.
No, it's still going, I think.
Okay. whatever it is, it ends soon. Tua Tagovailoa is the #1 lead vote getter in all of the players or of all the fans in all the world. Tua's the #1 voter from fans. And I'm like, if we can get Tua voted as the #1 player to the Pro Bowl, we can get Dolphreaky voted as the NFL Fan of the Year. There's no reason we can't do it. No reason.
No, I know. With the power of social media and the fact that our team is doing so well, like everybody's so hyped too. Like I get that's probably why Tua is doing well in the polls and everything. But take me with you, Tua.
Exactly.
You ride the coattails of Tua to NFL Fan of the Year stardom, which I'm pretty excited about. You did some stuff with or you got some stuff from Captain Morgan. I saw Captain Morgan. What'd you get from Captain Morgan? Because
So
they're the ones
Captain
that are doing
Morgan,
NFL Fan of the Year.
yes, they are the I believe the official sponsor, or it's their contest. I'm a little bit confused, like exactly what it is, but they sent these beautiful care packages with like the Letterman jacket, the Fan of the Year, like super nice jacket.
Dope. I saw your photo of it. It looks
Yeah,
so cool.
and a bottle of the spiced rum, which is perfect for tailgate, with some nice glasses and an Uber Eats gift card. It was very, very nice and very unexpected.
Well, I Chef Zhu thinks that you're gonna do it. I'm seeing it, speaking it, and believe it for Dolphreaky to win NFL Fan of the Year. She's going to win it. Watch. I like it. I'm with it. I want to see it. I think you're gonna do it.
Don't think I mean, like you mentioned something about social media and visibility is a big part of this, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you put a lot of effort into not only your social media drive, but just your persona and your image and what you put out there in social media. Tell us like just how much effort you put into it, because it's really commendable.
It is a lot of effort, and I feel like in a way I wish I could do more even. Like I want everyone to be a part of the journey. So like I feel like I wish I had somebody to follow me around like when I'm at the games and like really like get some good footage and so I'm looking for volunteers. But like, you know, photographs, all the stuff.
Your DM's about to be jumping, just so you know. You just said that.
People tell me, they're like, you know, I follow you because it makes me feel like I'm there at these events, and I live in California or I live in Pennsylvania or wherever it is. And so like when I post, you know, it helps people get more access to the events that they can't, you know, attend and stuff. So I do try to put a lot of effort into it. And I think, you know, in a way it's just the best way you can connect with the most amount of people. And like, that's what I love. Like, I just love talking to people about
For those
Dolphins.
Of you who don't know, I mean, you balance that out with, you know, children at home and a full-time job that's very demanding. So, you know, like if there's ever a reason to vote for, you know, NFL Fan of the Year and vote Dolphreaky, she's so justified in receiving this honor. Thanks. And we just have so much respect for you and what you do, and for all of us fans, for all the reasons you just said.
It's not because you're my best friend or anything. I just think you should win. Okay.
Thank you. It's getting hard, you know, it is, because now in retail pharmacy, it's getting to be the high season, and all of our snowbirds come back from the north now, and it's busy. Like it's really busy. Like I'm doing 12-hour shifts and stuff. So I am just trying to manage it all.
You know, it seems like everybody under the sun's got the flu right now, and it's crazy.
I had it. That was not fun.
No.
So everybody, please get your flu shot. I will personally give you your flu shot.
Oh my God. Don't tell them the pharmacy you work at, because you're going to have a line out the door.
You were asking for trouble today.
She's bringing flu shots to Veza Sewer Saturday night.
Whatever it takes to get people healthy.
Don't you? And your social security number while you're at it.
I know, it's just a matter of time before my identity gets stolen.
Beat that into existence, Dolphreaky.
I'm managing my credit reports and everything, okay?
Tidy. All right, so this weekend, #1, what are you wearing? That shirt looks pretty cool.
Oh, yes. So this is the Born and Raised Veza Soar shirt. I hope they have them available on Saturday. I'm not quite sure, but I would assume so. It is so comfortable. I could wear this every day, and it's so cute. Like, I don't know if you guys can really see the design.
Steven's in a trance. Stop it, Allie. Would you stop it right now?
I'm showing that shirt. Okay.
I know you are. But Steven's about to have a cardiac arrest over here.
Through the roof, and they don't even know it. Anyways, never mind.
But anyway, so on Saturday, you guys can try the Born and Raised beer if you haven't already. And also,
it'll be on sale. There's a limited number of bottles, Pedro said, left. There's a limited number of bottles left.
The perfect season beer is limited.
I'm pretty excited about that.
Limited, they're sold out from what I told. So they may have
Pedro said they left some specifically for this watch party.
for this Saturday. Exactly.
Yep. So
Yeah, so and you can try all the beers. They have
the mango one is my favorite.
Yes, I've had it and it's good. Yeah.
Delicious.
And I'm just like
on Saturday night. It's gonna be awesome.
I haven't tried their food yet, but I heard everything's
We're
great.
gonna be trying it live on the pregame show.
There you go.
It is
So
outstanding.
So just so everybody knows, so Allie and I are hosting, Dolphreaky and I are hosting a watch party this Saturday night for the game. Now, the game starts at 8:00. We will be doing the pregame show live starting at 7. So get there early. We're going to be doing raffles the entire time. We're going to be doing giveaways. We're going to have, I'm talking with Tail Greeter this afternoon. I don't know if Tail Greeter is going to be there or not. I'm hoping that they are. I know they're going to be in town for the Boca Raton Bowl, so I'm hoping that they're getting in early specifically for this game. We'll see. I know, or they're going to be in Orlando Saturday night for the Cure, or Friday night for the Cure Bowl.
Yeah, he's coming down Monday.
Who, Nick is?
Yeah.
Well, Nick said he was going to try to come early, so we'll see. I don't know. I'm supposed to talk to him today. The way you're looking, it looks like Nick's not coming. Okay, but nonetheless, it's still going to be a good time there. We're going to have plenty of giveaways. We're going to have raffles. We're going to have autographed jerseys there. I'm bringing some stuff down courtesy of ZSM Sports. Again, shout out to Zachary. And yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
Yeah. Also, we're gonna have Lottery Vintage, and they're gonna be in the building, and they're gonna have like vintage Dolphin stuff for sale.
Yep. Which we're
Stuff
excited
you can't
about.
get, like old school. Oh, I love that.
Bring
stuff.
your wallets. It's going to be good. Now, here's a good thing. A portion of a lot of the proceeds there that night, like the beer sales, I know lottery vintage, right? I want to make sure I'm saying it correctly.
Lottery Vintage. Yep.
Yep. Lottery vintage. Portion of the sales. Dolphreaky has her nonprofit called Dolphreaky's Friends with a PH. A portion of the proceeds are going to be going towards your charity that night, which are going to be I'm pretty excited.
30% of the beer sales will go towards my charity. So that's amazing.
Yes.
Thank you to Veza.
That's good. Yeah. Veza set that up. That's so cool. That's so awesome. Yeah. So that's going to be there. And I don't know if I told you this, we have over 220 RSVP so far.
Like
and
as big as a wedding.
I expect that number to hopefully get a little bit bigger between now and Saturday night, as long as we're promoting it, which I think it will. I'm expecting maybe 275, 300 people, which is crazy. I mean, I think that place holds 300 to 400. So we're going to have that place almost packed to the brim.
Man, it's a great place to watch a game. Big patio, big TVs, man. It's a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm excited. I've actually have not been to the place yet. I've looked inside. I haven't like gone in and done the tour, done anything like that, but I'm excited. So the pregame show is going to be great. Dolphreaky's going to be on with me for a little bit. I'm hoping that Batman will be on with me for a little bit. I'm hoping Nando Talk will be on with me for a little bit. But we're going to have them on. We're going to have Cameron. Cameron's going to get there.
So is Maris.
And Tamaris. So, it's a pregame. We're doing it right up till kickoff. So if you're there from 7 to 8, that's when we're doing the pregame show, which is going to be awesome. Which means we got to get there a little early to set up and pack, and a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, there's
Allie
a lot of
and I
work.
are talking after the show today about a lot of the work we have to do this.
Yeah, there's a lot of work that goes into these watch parties, like even just the rounding up of the raffles and like the promotion. There's a lot that goes into that. Like, speaking of social media, like
we
so
were
promote
yesterday between us and Veza Sword, just about all the the publicity or like the promotion on social media of what needs to be done. And I tell people all the time, there's so much that goes into this. It's absolutely amazing. Chef Shu just said he voted 20 times for Dolphreaky just now.
Thanks, Chef.
B-Bob says, Stephen D, Cameron, Dolphreaky, great show today. We love it. That's why we did it. That's why I brought her on.
For the fans, by the fans.
I know. All right, well, let's talk a little bit about the game this weekend. So we're playing. There was a report that just came out by one of the Dolphins. Let me pull up my
Dolphins
Twitter.
weatherman.
Yeah, I just retweeted it. Andy Slater just said new 9+ inches of snow is expected in Buffalo by Saturday night for the Dolphins-Bills game. 9 inches of snow for the Dolphins-Bills game. 9+. It didn't say 9 inches. It said 9+.
That's snow problem.
Almost a foot of snow. Okay. That's no problem.
No problem for us.
Hey, so let's talk about that for a second, because remember when a few weeks ago they moved the Cleveland-Buffalo game to Detroit?
Mm-hmm. So let's move this one to Miami. Oh,
no. That's what I'm getting at. And we're on the same wavelength there.
But then we can't have a watch party. So,
But they would never do that.
No. Oh,
what?
No. They can't
move it to Miami. They would have to move it.
It's our home field. It has to be a neutral field.
Neutral site.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't talked about moving it, and I don't see them doing that in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, I just don't see that happening, unfortunately. I'd like to see it, but
snow games are exciting, though. I kind of hope it is very snowy.
I do too. So let's talk about that. I mean, how does the Dolphins game plan change if it's snowed? Because I've been thinking a lot about this, in reflecting on how New England attacked Buffalo last year and passed the ball 3 times. Mm-hmm. Do we have the type of run game and the offensive line that could control a game like, New England did last year? Does McDaniel, is he so enamored, or is his ego so full of himself that, he's going to keep pressing the, short passes? It'll be interesting to see. Yeah. What do you think about that?
I mean, Tua kind of hit on it. Like, I read some article yesterday where he's like, he would normally be considering like how he's able to grip the ball and like how that all plays into it when it's slippery and stuff. And he didn't really seem worried about it. I do think we're going to have to be more productive on the ground, but it's not really necessarily been a problem going through the season. So I don't know. I'm sure they are going to have to revise their strategy.
For me, I think that, the run game is going to be very crucial for this thing. We saw that, the game last year between Buffalo and New England and how that looked. Mm-hmm. I think there was a total of 3 passes the entire game. But
right,
if Tua can somehow throw one of those 3 passes or 2 of those 3 passes to be 70-yard bombs to Tyreek some way or Jalen, I think we got a shot, right? I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I don't think it'll be a high-scoring game, and I think it'll be a bar fight. It'll be a bar fight, Craig, in the words of Kevin Garnett. Yeah. It'll be a bar fight. So it's going to be one of the. Everybody's like, we all say it's the toughest game of the year. No, this is the toughest game of the year for the Dolphins. There's no doubt about that.
It is. It's so important. I was so downtrodden after the last loss, and I'm like, that was so important. Like, if we could have just won that game, like, we wouldn't need to be as concerned about beating Buffalo. But now, like, we have to. And I think that's good. I think the Dolphins will be playing with a chip on their shoulder, and I'm still frustrated. Like, the pity party over here is still ongoing.
So Allie and I have been talking for like the last couple of weeks about the Veza watch party, and we're like, okay, if they win this week and then they lost, all right, they just need to win this week and then they lost, and we're like, but to our credit, it hasn't stopped the RSVPs from coming in. Like, they're still coming in for this weekend. Like, it's crazy.
And especially at times like this, you need to be together with your Fins family. We need to be doing these games together. So who wants to sit at home and watch it?
Yeah, we don't be all alone. Come out and hang out.
Yeah.
It'll be good times. They're gonna have food specials, drink specials, Veza watch party. Make sure you guys come out and hang out with us. We are going to make sure that you have a good time. Allie's
Win,
picture
lose, or
looks
tie.
so much better than my picture on this thing, just so y'all know.
Duh.
You have to wear the right outfit, Steven.
That's what it is. I need to be. I mean, I do good with hats, and that's about it. My hats are good, but everything else is it's.
You're a handsome man, so it's either way.
You're just making me. Don't make me blush. Don't make me blush. All right, Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show. Clap Blockers right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. We got Dolphreaky here. We got Cameron 954. So what are you?
Can I do like a little sneak preview of like a raffle giveaway we're gonna do?
Yeah, go ahead.
I got this thing and it's so cool, and we're gonna raffle it off this weekend. But I just want to get people excited. This is a Veza tap handle. How cool is that?
That's
Somebody
awesome.
could win this. Like,
That's one of the things we're giving away.
I don't sell these. Isn't that cool?
Well, now I got to one up you. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
What?
Give me 1 second. You guys talk for 1 second. I'll be right back.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
so-
So we gonna raffle it off Saturday night?
Yeah. So at the watch party, we're gonna raffle this off and a whole bunch of other stuff. I have so much stuff. But I thought this is kind of one of the cool things. Like you just can't buy that.
That's
I was
really
lucky
cool.
to get one from the rep. I went to the bar that we have our watch parties at, Seaside, and the rep was there. And we started talking, and she has these things, and she's like, "Hey, do you want one?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
Hell yeah.
duh, of course I want one."
That's awesome.
So
That's
she's like,
awesome.
"Here, take one for yourself and take one to raffle off." And then this just happened to be the perfect opportunity to do it. So
Well, that's pretty cool. I wanted to ask you, and speaking of watch parties, we only have one more away game after Buffalo, and that's against New England. It's on New Year's Eve weekend. Are you guys doing a watch party on New Year's Day?
we are. So we're gonna do a big watch party in Southwest Florida here at our bar, Seaside. And so a lot of people from the East Coast are coming over. So I think it's gonna be our biggest watch party yet there. So we're gonna pack the place. Oh, hey, is that a Miami Vice colored one?
That's the Miami Vice colored
Yes.
autographed Jerome Baker jersey.
Yes. I'm so obsessed with those Miami Vice right now. Nice.
It's got the JSA certified. It's pretty awesome. We're going to be raffling that off too.
Dope.
That is very cool.
Yeah, I have a signed jersey that I'm bringing too, and a whole bunch of other goodies.
Yeah, we got some really good stuff here. I'm pretty excited about it. It's awesome. It is awesome. All right, Chefs, you said I just got my Veza sword tickets. Please go get yours and be a part of the fun. Hope to see y'all there. It's going to be good stuff, man. I'm
Yes,
excited.
it is.
Jeff Jew will be in the house.
All right. I'm trying to read people's. All right. So, you got everything going on there. What are you doing for the rest of the year as far as like home? Are you like you're a season ticket holder? Have you gotten your playoff tickets yet? I think that went on
Yes.
sale today. Or
That
something.
went on sale today.
Yeah.
Yes, I got mine, and then I bought an extra one for my pops. 'Cause, like, he hasn't been coming to games for a few years because he doesn't like to hang with me because I'm too much now.
Because you're Dolphreaky.
And he would actually rather watch it at home because he's kind of a quiet guy, but he would rather watch it so he can hear all the commentary and everything. And I do agree that is one thing you kind of miss when you're actually attending the games. But I was like, I know if we have a playoff game at home, you are gonna want to go, so I'm gonna get you a ticket. And he's like, yes.
That's cool. And that's a cool daughter. Good for you.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
excited to see playoff football for the Dolphins, and I hope that it's at home. That would make me very, very, very happy.
it'd be amazing.
I went and did the playoff calculators on New York Times as well as the NFL. As long as the Dolphins beat the Jets and the Patriots, they're in. 100% they're in. And they can lose, God forbid, they can lose the next two and still get in with the Jets and Patriots wins. And then there's still even scenarios where if they lose one of those games, they're still in. Now, my personal opinion is they're going to win 3 out of the next 4. And they're going to get in and they're going to be fine. So we're not going to have to worry about anything. But it's so cool to still be December 15th and control your own destiny.
Yes.
And
yes.
which I feel like as a Dolphins fan, that's a good thing to hear. You control your own destiny as of December 15th to get into the playoffs. I just want them to finish it and get in.
Yeah, I don't want us to end up like Dolphins teams of past where we choke right before the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think it's going to happen this year. This is a different team. I know the last 2 games have been tough, and people are a little upset about the last 2 games. But I think that it's going to be different this year. That's my personal opinion about it. Anyway, I don't know how you feel about that, Cameron. What do you think?
Listen, we got a new coach, new staff, new players. So it's, everything's new for us this year. We came out of the gates hot and now we've lost a couple games in a row. And like I said earlier this week, I'm really interested to see how Coach McDaniel and his team respond to 2 losses in a row going into, basically a must-win game, right? I mean, it's a division. If we have any thoughts of winning the division or solidifying our playoff hopes, it's kind of a must-win this Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely for the division, we would have to win.
Yeah,
Correct.
for the division, we would. To get in, it's not the end of the world. We still get in, but I want to have a good time Saturday night. That's all I really want at the end of the day. All right, so I told y'all last night I was sent this song by Solo D.
Yes,
Solo's made a lot of song over the last 10 plus years. Okay,
I don't know how he does that.
It's pretty amazing to understand, to lyrically challenge yourself to come up with something new, refreshing, and relevant.
Yes,
that week, like he's pounding it out week after week after week.
And they're funny, like they're witty.
But they're on time too. Like
there's never been a wittier one than this one. I just want to throw that on there. Okay,
cool.
So we're about to play it. It's just the audio version. Our faces are going to be on the screen. Okay,
it's hard to beat the Cook and Buffalo.
I could dance.
Yes, but the song is called Loco. Okay, it's and normally his songs are called Cook and Buffalo when we play the Buffalo.
Yeah.
Right. Or normally when we play the Jets, all of his songs are named The Jets Suck. Right. But this song is called Loco. So this is Solo D, first time world premiere right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. Let's go.
Addicted.
So good.
It's gonna be all over our social media.
Me amo solo.
I'm still obsessed with the one from San Fran.
Oh, Cookin' Buffalo.
I was obsessed.
That song is one of my favorite songs. It is my favorite song he's ever made.
Cookin' Buffalo.
I don't know. Cookin' Buffalo is, man, because that beat number one is just fire, and then the lyrics he put down on it was so.
Well,
tiny.
I mean, he started talking.
Was that the one where he's like, "Oh, like flaming like the yellow lot"?
Yes.
I'm trying to get Solo on right now. I just texted him, like, can you come on for 5 minutes? He's usually busy in the morning, so I don't know if I can get him.
He's running Solo Estates.
He's running Solo Estates, the man that he is. But I thought it was dope. This. I will be definitely playing this the entire weekend on my phone. It's gonna be great.
Now we're getting into the Latin flavor. I think
That's
Solo.
what I liked, right? I was like, this is different. This is.
Yeah.
I like this. This is different.
I want to see him do some country.
Oh,
He has done it. He's done it. I think he's done one or two songs.
He did, right? Like, was it
He's
last
done one
year
or two
sometime?
country songs.
Wasn't it for the NASCAR race?
He did the NASCAR one. Yep, he sure did. When we had our shout out to Tail Greeter, Miami Sports Music's logo was on a NASCAR last year, which was so cool.
Yes, that was cool.
I mean, it was hands down one of the coolest things we've ever done. It's going to be there since the 60s. You do realize Miami has been going there since the 60s. All right, you guys people are talking about the game. All right, how much longer do you need to go, Dolphreaky, or do you have a little bit longer with us?
I do need to go. I have a big project today. Two big projects.
Well, we need to do the rest of the show then, but I need to talk to you a little afternoon. Yeah. So be available.
Call me after.
Afternoon, so that way we can talk. But promote yourself, promote all your social media, and yeah, do that.
Hi, I'm Dolphreaky. So you can find me on Twitter at Dolphreaky, Instagram, Facebook. Just Google Dolphreaky. But most importantly, what I need right now is votes on NFL.com/fan of the year. So please vote for me so that I might win overall NFL fan of the year. That would be super cool.
The link is in the chat below.
Yes. And if you guys are interested in coming to the Veza Soar watch party this weekend, Steven's been sharing all about it, but you can also reach out to me if you guys have questions. And I can also send you the RSVP link.
The RSVP link is in the chat below.
Perfect. But yeah, I just follow my social media for all things Dolphreaky.
We're going to have a good time. It's going to be a lot of fun. I love you, girl. I will see you this weekend, and keep doing what you're doing, which is being the best Dolphins fan in the world, which you are.
Let's hear it for Dolphreaky.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks, Steven. I love you guys.
I love you too. Be good.
Have a great day.
You too.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Dolphreaky. I love her. She's awesome.
The best. Shout out to 305 Sports Babe who's in the chat.
Shout out to 305 Sports Babe.
Ashley.
Oh, wait. Where's it at?
Shout out to Sandy. She's chiming in all the way from San Diego. Good to see you, Sandy.
I got people all over the world here this morning.
Sandy, just FYI, I got your shirt out to you yesterday, so you should have it within a couple days.
Cameron, do you happen to know who they renamed the NBA MVP after? Was it LeBron or Jordan? The only reason they didn't name it after LeBron is because he's not
worthy. Because he's not worthy, and that's the only answer.
That's not it. That's not it at all.
Because he is not worthy.
That's not.
He's not even saying. He's not even. No, he's not worthy. He's not even James Worthy.
He's not even James Worthy. Get out of here with that, bro. Oh my god.
He's not even the best worthy in the Lakers.
All right, Miami Sports Music Podcast Network, #1 Miami Fan Morning Show. We're going to open up the lines for you to come hang out and talk with us. So you can ask us whatever you want. It is your show. You can control the rest of the show. I want to remind y'all, if you donate in increments of $10 on Cash App or PayPal only, okay, you will be entered to win this autographed Christian Wilkins jersey, okay? Autographed Christian Wilkins jersey. So please, go ahead and do that. Make sure you autograph it, or make sure you enter to win today. You can use MSM Podcast Network on PayPal or $ MSM Podcast Network on Cash App. If you donate $50 or more, I will double your entries. And if you donate $100 or more, I will triple your entries. Okay. So go ahead and donate to be entered to win this Christian Wilkins jersey. It's a big deal. Okay. So go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and drop the link for you folks in here, and you guys can get in where you fit in.
Get in where you fit in. Steven, what do you think happens with Josh Allen Saturday night? And I'll preface this to say, like, the game against the Dolphins in Miami earlier in the season's third game of the year, Josh Allen had a really decent game. Like, Buffalo was moving up and down the field. They just couldn't convert red zone opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, look, my vote for me is I want to see. I think you got to stop Josh Allen, the runner. You stop Josh Allen, the runner, you have a chance to win the game on Saturday night. because this is going to be a running game, so you have to contain him. I don't think the pass is going to be the thing that kills us. I think it'll be that. Batman, get up here. You can come on. Cameron's actually got to get off early, so why don't you come on and host the rest of the show with me, buddy? Get up here, Batman. Yeah. So I think that for me is you contain Josh Allen, you're going to win the game. Point blank. That's what I think.
Control the clock, control Josh Allen, keep their offense off the field. And how do we do that?
You can let anybody else do whatever they want to do the rest of the game. You stop Josh Allen running the ball, you're going to win. That's how I think. Everything else doesn't really matter to me. The other thing that the Dolphins need to do is they have to establish their running game, which is going to be interesting. Because that's going to be...
We got to establish a run game. Do you think Eric Fisher gets into the game? Do you think we have heavy sets?
I mean, I'll tell you, for me, I saw Teron Armstead not looking good on Sunday night. It was definitely the worst game of the year for him. Maybe even be his worst game of his career. I don't want to go that far. Now, it's hands down because of the injury. That's all that it is. And a lot of the fan base would say, I'd rather take a 50% Armstead over 100% whoever's going to fill in there. But he definitely didn't play a great game. And so, yeah, I do think Eric Fisher will see some snaps this weekend. Good, bad, or indifferent. I think he will. The snow is a totally different element. It's different, man. And it's so cool. Like, there's a video of Mike McDaniel warming up in the bubble with the shirt on that says, is it cold enough? Or something. What does he say? Is it cold enough or it's not cold enough? Something like that. But I think we need to realize, like, it's going to be another type of cold and another type of snow. And people are like, well, that's the elements and that's part of football and you need to be ready for that. That's all right and good and fair. But understand that's the reality of what we're about to do. Like, this is going to be one of those games that people are going to look. I'll tell you, there was a game between Minnesota and Baltimore several years ago. Actually, it wasn't several. It was only a few years ago. And the snow was just on the ground tremendously. I think it was here in Baltimore, believe it or not. It might have been in Baltimore, or maybe it was in Minnesota when they had to play at the Minnesota Gopher Stadium. But it was a crazy snow game. And people are right. A snow game is totally different than any NFL game. So you take everything that you know about a team and you have to kind of throw it out the window. And you have to be like, all right, we just need to go to basics, play certain defenses, and understand that we're like a snow game is different. And if they're expecting 10 plus inches of snow, 9 plus inches to be exact, what they said, 9 plus, you got to realize this is a totally different game than what we're used to playing in. And Tua does not have a good track record of playing in cold weather. That's
not all Tua either. Like, obviously he's the distributor of the ball, but that's why I'm asking, we had 8 run attempts against San Francisco. We had, 11 or 12 against the Chargers. Like, that's not going to cut it. Regardless of the weather conditions, like, this team needs to establish a run game to balance out the air attack, to keep defenses honest, to keep those linebackers closer to the line of scrimmage so Tua can do his thing, so this offense can do its thing behind those linebackers in front of the safeties. And San Francisco to a lesser degree, but the Chargers really exposed that weakness of the Dolphins offense, is that their run game just isn't reliable. All right. And so it's either, we establish a run game Saturday night, or it's going to be more of the same in my eyes.
Well, I'll tell you, the entire country last week, all the national pundits, the media, the fans, all had the Dolphins beating the Chargers. And this week, all the national media, the pundits, fans, everybody have the Bills beating the Dolphins. I think I'd rather be the underdogs. I'd rather go into feeling like, okay, we don't have a shot. I put that in quotations. I think we do have a shot. I think we have a big shot. I think we just haven't played well the last 2 weeks, but again, we can wake up out of whatever slump that we're in and be the team that we were at the beginning of the year or during the year. And I'm like, okay, this is the team that I want. And it's going to be interesting. Jose Valdez says, Steven, if it's a snow game, they better sit Armstead out for this game. I can't risk it with his toe injury on top of the pec injury in that field. Fisher should start.
So he's nursing a knee. He's nursing a pec. He's nursing a knee. He's nursing a toe. Like the guy is banged up. And when we signed Armstead, like we kind of like knew that was his MO, right? Like he's an off injured tackle. When he's on the field, he's arguably one of the best in the league. But your best ability is availability. So, is it true that this offense functions better with him on the field? Absolutely, without a doubt. The evidence is on tape.
Well,
but if he's not available, if he's not 100%, then just really how good is he?
This watch party kid friendly? Yes, it is. Veza is kid friendly, so definitely bring your entire family. They all can come hang out here. Yeah, it's kid friendly. Come on in. Come on down. Kid friendly. Yes, it is.
Houstoners, it's no excuses. It's reality. It's exactly like I'm not making excuses for Tua at all. What I'm saying is that our run game is deplorable, and we need to find one soon, or else this offense.
See, to me, the real is how is Jeff Wilson. Is Jeff Wilson going to be available this weekend or not?
He was full practice yesterday.
Correct. So, but how is he going to be in this game? If Jeff Wilson comes out and again, the snow makes everything a little bit different, right? And so in teams that normally would feel like sometimes defenses get that quick step. Well, are you going to get that quick step in the snow? I feel like it probably gives an offensive line more advantage in the snow than it does the defensive line.
Listen, but everybody's feet are playing on the same ground, right? Like, so it's all relative. Whether Tyreek is he's still going to be quick regardless. The snow's not going to take away his speed. It's just going to be at a lesser degree, right?
What about the secondary for Miami? I mean, or the secondary in general? I mean, are we going to see passing on Saturday night? Is that something that you think we'll see?
More from Buffalo than you are Dolphins, I would hope.
Really? I think it would be the other way around. I think you'd see more passing from Miami than Buffalo.
Well, I mean, naturally, that's our MO, right? What I'm pounding the table for is more rushing attempts.
Cap for Life says, me and Von 94 just RSVP'd, bro. We are in there like swimwear. Let's go.
Cap for Life going to be in the house. Right on.
Cap for Life going to be there? You guys just RSVP'd? Let me refresh my thing to see if it comes on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let me bring on one of the best Miami Sports Music Podcast Network talents here. The man, the myth, the legend. It is Wednesday, so he'll be hosting, or it's Thursday. He hosted his show last night. I'm sorry, I got my days confused. But he had a great show last night. Love this man, absolutely amazing. Mr. Batman 2423.
Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning,
Cameron. What's going on, brother? How are you?
Pretty good, man. We were cooking buffalo all last night. We were getting everybody hyped up for Saturday.
That's right, man.
You got a little Veza in the background there. I like the Veza can. You got your helmets, man. You're ready for this weekend, aren't you?
I'm ready. I'm hyped. I'm going to be there. I work Saturday, so I'm going to drive up north to take a shower because I'm going to be in Coconut Creek and then drive back down to Veza. So there's no point in driving back down to Miami. I'll be there like at 10 o'clock at night. So I'm going to just do that, kill some time, and I'll meet you guys over there right before kickoff.
Can you get there a little bit before kickoff and do the pregame show for like 10, 15 minutes with me?
As long as I can get out of work early. I mean, I can get out any time between 5:30 and 7:30. So it all depends how fast I work, and it's Christmas time, so it's rough. It's rough.
It can get rough.
So what he is saying that he's going to have gobs of Christmas cards just going in mailbox to mailbox to mailbox, regardless. Hey, your neighbor 4 doors down, they got your cards. It's all good.
Let me ask you, man, you've been, you do shows like me all the time. You do a great show on Wednesday night here, the Finsaholic show. What is your pulse of the fan base right now? How are people feeling about this game? What are your thoughts about the pulse of the fan base?
Well, to be honest with you, no, not trying to lie and stuff like that. But a lot of the fan base is pretty much with the mindset that we're going to lose this game. I'm trying to get everybody hyped up. We have a chance. Like I said yesterday, right before we closed, I said, if we can get the 2 we got before the last 2 games, we have a very good chance, regardless of the weather. I know the weather is going to be brutal, and that's what everybody's focusing on. And you listen to what McDaniel said yesterday. I know we're not going to pay too much mind to the weather. We're going to go out and play our game. A lot, there's a narrative been going around that Josh Allen can't play good in this type of weather either. But look at him; he still throws the ball regardless. He still
30,
throws the ball.
He had 30 pass attempts against the Jets.
He did. He had 30 pass attempts, and they did lose, but they got close. They got close. You know, the Bills were always in the game. But I'll say this: we got the recipe for the victory. We were told Tua needs to rush for 28 yards, and that's all we need. That's the recipe. That's what we were told. You know, shout out to Sharif. He said 28 yards rushing from Tua will do it. No, but we need one of the running backs to step up. We got great news that Tyreek Hill, he was a full go at practice yesterday. We're still day to day with our running back Jeff Wilson. That's the key factor for me. Jeff
He did
Wilson.
practice yesterday.
He did. But I want him to be healthy enough for him, because we're going to run the ball a lot. We're not going to kid ourselves. We're going to run the ball a lot this game.
Why? You know, I have a question just from a football standpoint. You know, why? And some of this is, you know, like, Steven, come on, you know why. But I want to ask, I want to say it out loud. Why don't teams throw more in cold weather games to throw teams off? Because I feel like you would be at an advantage because teams wouldn't see it coming.
I think it's more of people want to say you need arm strength to throw in this type of weather. The wind factor, I don't know how bad it is. I think Crypto said it was like only like 15 to 25 miles per hour, which is, it's bad, but not brutal, you know. But I agree with you, Steven. I think we should throw them off. They expect to be able to. In order to
win this game, you have to do something that's unpredictable.
Of course, even if it means Tyreek in the backfield, even if it's that, you got to do something unpredictable. You have
jet sweeps, man. I'd love to see it.
I'd love to see Tyreek run the ball out of the backfield more, not as a running back, but, you know, yeah, I mean, just exactly what Cameron said, jet sweeps. And, you know, I mean, look, honestly, I'd like this, you know, I'm not a big fan of the Wildcat, but, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing some of the Wildcat this weekend.
Are you saying Ronnie Brown is coming back?
I'm not saying Ronnie Brown is coming back, but I am saying that I would like to see. Yeah, I want us to be different. I think we have to do something different this weekend. We can't do anything that's been the norm to win this game. We have to change up. We have to think out of the box. You know, that's just what I think. I don't know.
I agree.
Well, we should see, you know, like we said, you know, this is McDaniel's first year. He's let's see what he's got up his sleeve. You know, he has to, as a head coach, he's got to lead this team in a different direction, right? Do something different than what has been happening the last 2 weeks.
Is Mike McDaniel going to be the X factor of this game? And I think that's, you know, something that we need to take into account, that, you know, we haven't seen him in a true cold weather game and what type of offense he's going to run. And for that matter, Josh Boyer, how do you control, you know, understand, like, look at last week. We got we were in the backfield the entire game, but we could never just quite finish it off with Herbert, right? Like, we were penetrating, we were getting those things. And then when the defense has been on the field for 70 plus snaps, they finally then run these certain play calls. And then there's this big run at the end of the game. And so I don't want our defense to be on the field for, you know, asinine time out of the game. I think, honestly, that's probably the, you know, look, Tua is a big part of why we lost the last 2 weeks, but the defense being on the field 80 plus snaps in San Francisco and 70 plus snaps in LA, that plays a factor into it, a huge factor. And you cannot do that in Buffalo, because they
can't do that against any team. You're right. We can't do that against any team.
Yeah.
Let alone Buffalo.
All right, let me bring on. Actually, Cameron, you got to get out of here, man.
I got to jump. I'll see you all Saturday night, Steven. I'll be there right after kickoff. So you guys do the pregame show, and then me and the fam will be down there. Hopefully, I'll have Tamaris in tow, and we'll chop it up and celebrate a Buffalo win at Veza Sewer.
There we go.
Buffalo win. I like
it.
There,
you see what I did?
I did. I saw what you did there.
All right, you guys have a great show, man.
Cameron, love you, brother. Be good.
See you Saturday.
See you, man.
Are you excited for Saturday? Saturday is going to be fun.
I am. I've been hyping it up. I've been telling people RSVP, and if I'm telling people tickets should still be available, but if they don't have, I got some extra ones just in case. But yeah, RSVP for the event. I mean, Vince is going to be out there. He's always there at the tailgate with us when we do the tailgate here at the stadium. Steven.
Oh, Vince, my guy, Vince.
Yeah.
I love Vince.
Check out the helmet I just finished building for him. Look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna take it on Saturday for him. Look at this. It's Tyreek Hill's helmet. Look at this. It's game worn too, player worn. Put the visor on it. Put the mask on it. Has the battle scars on it. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna see it on Saturday. Helmet? Yeah, it's a game worn helmet by the Dolphins. We don't know if it was Tyreek himself, but this is the one he actually wears. This is like he's one of the only players that actually wears this style helmet. So but it's gonna be cool. I'm gonna bring it on Saturday, so to give it to him, so you'll see it in person.
That's dope. Want to remind you guys, if you want to donate to the channel in Cash App or PayPal in increments of $10, MSM Podcast Network, you will be entered to win this autographed Christian Wilkins jersey. Okay, so please donate to the channel through PayPal or Cash App. $ MSM Podcast Network, MSM Podcast Network. Every $10 you get another entry into the giveaway that we're planning on doing tomorrow afternoon. At this point, just because of the limited amount of entries, I'm thinking about extending it. But I will say if you donate $50 or more, you'll get double your entries. So if you donate $50 instead of 5 entries, you'll get 10 entries. If you donate $100 instead of 10 entries, you'll get 30 entries into the giveaway for the Christian Wilkins autographed jersey.
It's the throwback too. That's nice,
and it's dope. It's a dope jersey. So I'm trying to tell people, get in where you fit it, and it's Christian Wilkins. Come on, like it's a great freaking jersey. So
yeah, it's a beast.
And the only way you can get in is donating through Cash App or PayPal. And I'll drop the Cash App and PayPal links right now in the chat, so that way you guys can get in, because I want to see y'all get in. Let's go. All right. Let me bring on, I got somebody in the back. I'll bring on Salty Greg. Good morning, Salty Greg.
Morning, Steven.
How are you?
I'm doing all good.
What do you want to talk about this morning?
Well, I just want to say, I don't know why everyone's saying this game's going to be an L, because the Bills suck and we're going to beat them.
I ain't mad at you, cuz. Let's go.
Josh Allen sucks. Stephon Diggs sucks. Their defense sucks. Their offense sucks. We're going to beat them. Tua's going to come back and shine.
I said it yesterday. 600 yards from Tua.
Speak it into existence, brother.
Yeah, man, we're going to beat these losers. We're going to beat them. We're going to beat them bad. The Bills will somehow lose to the Bengals or the Patriots, and we're going to win this division.
There you go. That's the mindset.
I love it. I love it, man. From your mouth to God's ears, I hope that you're correct, man. 100%, man. Let me ask you, Salty Greg, where do you live at, bro?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. There's a couple Dolphin fan clubs up there. Do you ever have you ever been to those?
No.
Yeah, there's the Dolphin fans of Rhode Island. Check them out on Facebook. I think they meet up at a bar up there. Rhode Island is only so big. How are you a Dolphins fan, Greg?
My dad.
He grew up as a Dolphins fan and passed it on down to you?
Yeah.
And you cuss him every day. How dare you for turning me into the? How dare you give me this lifetime of pain?
I know.
Lifetime of misery. I do that to my dad all the time. How dare you?
It's been my entire life. It's nothing but mediocrity and losing. So
you're up in enemy territory and Patriots territory too. So you have to deal with all the Patriots.
That's also what I wanted to. I've been trying to tell you all week, but I've been in class all week. I wanted to come up and comment about the Javon Holland and tell you back. This is why I'm kind of upset with what he's going after the fans about. Back in elementary school when I was a young lad, I would always wear my Dolphin gear to school. I would always get laughed at. And at recess, the kids would take my Dolphin hats, winter hats, regular hats, whatnot, and they would run around at recess with it, and then they would anger me and ruin my day.
We can't have that, man.
Yeah.
What is really?
But that's back in elementary school.
Oh my goodness, man. I'm a little. You know what? Again, I go back to what I was saying yesterday. I have 2 kids. I live in the Baltimore area, and it's tough to raise kids as a fan of a team in an area that has a professional sports team, because you have to deal with all the other kids around in that area. But I would also say that, you know what's funny about the Patriot fans, right? I don't know. How old are you?
I'm 20 now.
Okay, so you grew up with the Patriots being a good football team, right?
Yeah, Tom
And
Brady,
so-
Bill Belichick.
Exactly. So I tell people all the time, the moment Brady left, a lot of that fan base went to become Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans
100%.
because of Brady, which I find hilarious. So I tell people all the time that, Patriot fans, look, they're annoying, they're there, but a lot of their fans are there because of winning in the last 20 years. And when they're suck or they're mediocre, they don't support their football team. They don't. So like you don't have to deal with them as much. Now Bills fans, they've been sucking for years. I'll give Bills fans credit. Even when they suck, they still sell out. Like you gotta give credit where credit's due. They definitely do that, man. But look, I'll talk trash about all three of them: Jets, Patriots, and Bills all day long. But yeah, I like what Pete says. Brady Nears. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a very accurate statement. Brady Nears. All right, man. Give me a score prediction for this week, Salty Greg.
I think it's going to be low scoring. I'm going to go 17-13 Dolphins. We're going to run the ball down there. Bums.
I like it. I like it,
Like
Salty
that.
Greg. All right, man. I appreciate you coming on, brother. Be good, man.
You too.
All right, Salty Greg, ladies and
Steven,
gentlemen.
can you hear that? Can you hear that car alarm from your end? Can you hear it?
No, nope. I hear no
Okay,
car
good,
alarm.
Good.
All right,
It's
now
loud.
that you're saying it, now I do hear it. But like you made me listen for it. I didn't hear it before that. So you're in a bad neighborhood, Batman. They're trying to come get your car. You better go look out for your car. Remember that joke? Hey, is your refrigerator running? Well, you better go catch it. That's sort of like, is your car being stolen right now? Well, you
It's
better
not
go.
mine. It's not my car alarm. I don't know whose car it is. Definitely not my car alarm.
All right, man. Let me ask you about the snow this weekend. If they're predicting 9+ inches of snow, what makes a game move locations? And do you think the NFL's not thinking about moving this game because it's the Dolphins and Jets, or because there's just not enough snow?
Yeah, it's not the same like when they moved to that was 7 feet of snow. Let's compare to 6 inches.
Well, and look, I know that, but I've had fans come up and tell me like, why are they thinking about moving this game? Why are they? Why? And I'm like, and that's what it comes down to, right? Like, that was 60 inches of snow. That was an insane amount of snow. This is 9+ inches of snow, and
I mean, some people are saying 3. They said it went from 7 to 6. Now it's 3.
So Andy Slater of the news down here in Miami just said this morning they're predicting 9 now.
9. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so it's going to be a run game.
I've had people that are up here in northern, Trucker Sean, who lives in northern New York, says, I will say 9 inches is not a lot of snow. I'm being real. He lives in northern New York. 9 inches of snow for me in Maryland. People are closing down everything. Like the world has turned off for 9 inches of snow down here. Wow. 9 inches of snow where Trucker Sean is we're good. Don't worry about it. It's whatever,
The only thing I don't like, and this is just me being a little bit just looking into being picky, I guess. You were talking about yesterday, the Buffalo's going to wear their retro red jerseys, and we're going to wear the white tops with the green, with the teal pants. I mean, I know people hate the teal look, but I mean, why not go with the throwback aqua jerseys? You know what I mean? The teal jerseys, go with the throwbacks so we can at least see each other in that snow. I mean, at least. I mean, what do you think, Steven?
So white jerseys with the teal pants, right? That's what we're wearing, or aqua pants. I don't know why we can't just wear our aqua jerseys to begin with. Aqua jerseys and aqua pants. I feel like in a game like this, the NFL should make an exception and allow them to wear their red jerseys and allow us to wear our aqua jerseys and be fine. But I think that one team has to wear white colored jersey. And I think that's the rules in the NFL, if I'm correct. I could be wrong about that. Please correct me if I am. But I think we should be allowed to wear our aqua colored green jerseys. And I don't see why we're not allowed to. I feel like it gives them an unfair advantage. But, in the snow, but I don't know. What do you think?
Somebody said Dudfin said that you learn the rules. He said it has to be white. So yeah, so you were right, Steven. One of them has to wear white, I guess. Yeah. So, but it should be, we should wear whatever the hell we want as long as we don't, step over what they're gonna wear. If they're wearing red, we could wear anything we want. We could wear purple out there. I don't care. Wear anything we want. I'm a big fan of the aqua throwbacks. We only wear them at home. Like we only wear we're wearing the throwbacks for Christmas. We wore it for the Steelers game.
Mhm.
We're wearing the all whites for Christmas. Like, why can't it be away games? It'd be nice.
Bit Bop 66 says can't wear dark color jerseys at the same time. Never have been. Home teams have dibs. All white and possible whiteout conditions. Home team pick color first. I know that they do, man. But I feel like, I don't think it should be white. I think the rule should be if it's the same color. Like, for example, if Cleveland played Cleveland, I could understand how that would come up. And I think that's why the rule is all white. But I think if you have an alternate color jersey, the NFL, you should be allowed to put in a request to the NFL saying, we want to put, instead of white jerseys, we want to wear aqua colored jerseys. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I think the aqua pants will make a difference in a whiteout, or I think it will make a big difference in this particular scenario. Color rush, they had color on color. I just like the white tops for this game, though.
By the way, Cap wanted me to show you guys. I read it a little late. He wanted me to show you and Cameron. They just finished this mural down here. I'm assuming it's near Wynwood, so maybe you'll be able to see it on Saturday. It's a 1972 mural they just finished doing down here. It's pretty nice. It's impressive. And they got one of
that's in Wynwood. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's in Wynwood, and they got one of Dave Portnoy doing the one bite, the pizza.
Yeah, and there's a booger coming out of his nose.
Yeah.
They messed it. They defaced it.
Yeah, they did.
I think it's hilarious. So the booger wasn't there before, and then somebody came in and put a booger.
That's definitely Wynwood for sure.
That's definitely Wynwood. All right, Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show. Come on, I dropped the link. It's pinned to the top of the page. Get in where you fit in. Let's bring on our next caller, Lewis from Tampa. Lewis, what's up, buddy?
What up, Lewis?
Boy, the capping is at an all-time high.
The capping's at an all-time high. Get out of here, man. What are you talking about?
The capping is at an all-time high. I love it. Hey,
Lewis, what are your thoughts about the game this weekend, my friend?
Absolutely getting drugged this weekend. We all know it.
Happen, bro.
We know we're getting drugged.
No, we don't.
Okay. All right. Hey, again.
We don't know that. We don't know that at all.
We don't?
Remember the game plan, Lewis. What do we need to do to win?
All Tua needs to do is have 28 yards rushing, and it's a guarantee. It's a lock.
It's a guarantee, cuz.
Yeah. No, I know. Hey, Steven, the only reason I hopped on, because, hey, this is why I love this man next to you. Did Batman tell you what we did to simulate the cold weather?
No.
For Buffalo?
No, what did we do?
Oh, Batman, you're hiding information, Batman?
This is true, though. This is not lying, Steven. Let Lewis
go ahead. I'm ready.
Let Lewis tell you. Yeah. Go ahead, Lewis.
So in the opening monologue in Batman's show yesterday, he showed Coach McDaniel wearing a shirt that says,
I wish it was colder.
Something. I wish it was colder. Now, we were practicing inside a dome.
Yep.
We turned the AC all the way down.
And
now all of a sudden, say it again, Steven. Say it again.
50 degrees is how cold it was. I know.
And now we're simulating that in Buffalo. That's supposed to get us ready.
Dude, you are.
Hey, I love y'all boys. I love you.
Are you a Dolphins fan, Lewis? Now you know
Absolutely.
that's what people are asking.
Absolutely, I'm a Dolphin fan.
You're keeping it a buck.
They were passing out snow cones.
Listen, I heard they were making gingerbread and snowmans and all kind of stuff outside. Man, it was beautiful. They were doing all kind of stuff, man. It was great. Everybody having a great time.
It was a winter wonderland in the practice bubble yesterday in Miami.
Yes. Yes.
Miami
Yes. They were
Gardens.
playing Duck Duck Goose. They were playing Duck Duck Goose and all kind of stuff. It was spelling bees and all, man. It's a great time in Miami.
Leave
great
those
time.
boys alone. Oh my goodness, man. No faith. What are you gonna do when
What
the
is joy?
Dolphins win on Saturday night?
What am I gonna do? I'll be happy. I'll be happy. But
You need
again,
can you come to South Florida? Can you come on Saturday night?
well, I work, but Saturday during the day, but I could probably make it out there.
You should
There you
come,
go.
man. Come out. I would love to see you, bro.
Listen, you know I love seeing you guys. And again, we do this for fun, man.
I'll
People
tell
are
you,
probably
Ali
killing
and
me in
I
the
are
chat.
talking about getting like a big Airbnb if we can get enough people.
Listen, I would definitely be down. But again, see, people just take these things too serious. I'm out here laughing and joking around with two of my guys, right? You guys are the hopes and dreamers, and I'm part of the Wolfpack, right? This is what makes the world go round. This is what makes this fan base great. Because we can come out, again, me and Batman, that's the homie, right? I never go at Batman hard. Now, do I agree with Batman? I think he's batshit crazy. I think Batman is
Square
batshit
jar.
crazy.
There is square
But I
jar
love
this
that
morning.
man.
Nobody paid for no square
Okay,
jar.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know about
Hey,
it. You know,
200
it is
yards
what it
from
is.
200
Hey,
yards from Morster, 200 from Gaskin is doable each.
Yeah,
Rushing.
yeah. No, I know. Listen, I'm gonna get out of here. I already know I caused too much trouble this morning.
You didn't cause
I'm
too
gonna
much.
give the
We
score.
love having you on, Lewis.
Hey, 45-10 Buffalo.
Jesus.
No faith.
45-10.
I
And the
hope
offense don't score a touchdown. The defense, actually, Javon, I'm gonna give Javon Holland a touchdown for him talking all that trash too. I'll give him one. He
Hey,
can
Lewis,
make up to the fan base.
hit me up on the phone, bro. So I want you to come Saturday night, bro.
I got you, Steven. We'll
All
be
right,
in
man.
touch.
Love you, brother. Be good,
Hey,
man.
Listen, y'all boys be easy, man. Salute to y'all, man.
All right, Lewis.
I don't agree with his 45-10, but you know, what
That's
are you gonna
rough.
do?
That's rough.
It's very rough. It's very rough. All right, Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show. Clock Blockers right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. All right, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real right now. Ain't nobody entered to win this Christian Wilkins jersey. What is up?
Wow.
It's Christian Wilkins. It's $10.
That's a steal.
It's
That's
a steal.
You never
You
know when you're
donate
going to win.
$10, you get a chance to win a Christian Wilkins jersey.
And just to let everybody know, I donated $10. I got lucky. Anybody can get lucky. I got lucky. I got the Sam Madison from Steven. I got the Sam Madison autograph from Steven. Anybody, just donate to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. PayPal, Cash App, $10 gets you in the door. Minimal.
Come on,
It's a-
yo.
you
Come
gotta do it.
on. Let's go.
Future star of this team, you know, arguably playing. He's probably, besides Tyreek, arguably our best player right now, right?
I think I'll be real with you. I think Christian Wilkins is the best player right now. He's definitely playing our best football.
No.
Definitely playing the best football. All
Lights
right.
out.
And remember, if you donate 50, you get double. You donate 100, you get triple the entries. Come on, donate. All right. Let me go ahead and bring on the next guest from Bill's Mafia. Mark, ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on, Mark?
Yo, Mark is sleeping, bro. Yo, Mark is sleeping.
Mark fell asleep the other day on my shot. I think he's just messing around with us.
No, I
He
don't
really
think
is. Oh, he
think
fell
he-
asleep the other day too. He fell asleep on my show as well the
I
other day.
think he's really falling asleep. All right.
He works overnight. He works overnight.
You are getting sleepy. The Dolphins will win the Super Bowl. You are a Miami Dolphins fan. You hate the Buffalo Bills. You hate Josh Allen. Josh Allen could never be half the man that Tua Tagovailoa is. You are a Dolphins fan. When I snap my fingers, you will be a Miami Dolphins fan. 1, 2, 3. Yo, that man is sleeping hard, cuz.
I thought he was joking at first.
Oh my goodness, I can't do that to this man. I can't do it. Everybody said I should yell. Oh my goodness. All right, hold on. Cover your ears. Mark, wake your ass up, Mark. Mark. Yeah, that man is gone, cuz.
Mark. Yeah,
gone. Hey, somebody was in the back room. I was about to bring him on.
He got a phone call.
Oh my goodness! All right,
it happened to him. It happened to him the other day. They were telling you yesterday. I think Green Rat was trying to tell you, Ron Joe. Like I think we were backstage. I was about to hop off. They were hanging out, and Mark was just knocked out. And I was like, oh wow, he's sleeping. But he does work overnight. He said he does work at night, so he's probably just got home from work. And
we look. He's a good guy for the most part. He's a good guy. All right, I'm time stamping this so that Mark falls asleep. All right. Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami Fan Morning Show. Shout out to Brian Ramiro with the $10 donation. Now, Brian, just so you know, I appreciate the $10 donation, but what was that for? Was that to kick somebody? It wasn't to kick anybody off, I don't think, because it just has celebration stars. I appreciate the $10 donations. If you want the $10 to go towards the Christian Wilkins autograph jersey, you have to donate on Cash App or PayPal only, I will say. Cash App or PayPal only for the Christian Wilkins jersey giveaway. Okay? I want to remind you guys, you want the Christian Wilkins jersey, Cash App or PayPal.
It's a beautiful jersey. I can't believe
it.
Put it up one more time, Steven. Put that jersey up again one more time. Just think about that jersey, ladies and gentlemen. You put that in a shadow box. How beautiful that was going to look in your man cave, women cave, in your office, or you watch your Fins games. You can't tell me that's not a beautiful piece. It's not a beautiful piece. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Donate to the channel.
Oh, man. All right. If you guys want to get in, go look at, is Clockblocker the name to look on PayPal? No. So here's the PayPal and Cash App link. Let me drop it for you one more time. It's in the link below. Man's a chill. What size is it? It's an adult size. I don't know.
It's usually like an extra large. Usually it's always extra large.
I don't have it right next to me. But it's an adult jersey. Okay, there we go.
By the way, Steven, to let everyone know, today is the last day for fans to vote the Dolphins and the Dolphin players for the Pro Bowl. And Tua is still the lead vote getter.
That's wild.
In the entire league.
That is wild. That is wild.
And I say that just for Pete.
The Tuaneers out here are real. We out in full force, boy. I don't care about me being called no Tuaneer. Let's go. Let's go. Pro Bowl don't mean nothing anymore, somebody just said. I mean, there's partially right.
Hopefully they could bring this. They're doing this skills
challenge.
I
want to be quarterback skills challenge back. Bring that back. That was good stuff.
Yeah, that stuff was fun. I mean, they got to make it more entertaining for us. You know, I mean, if they're going to take the game itself out, I think 2 years ago, it was like a video game. I think it was a Madden game, the Pro Bowl. Mm-hmm. They got to make it entertainment, Steven. It's not fun. And you got to make it. I know they're never going to be like the NBA. It's never going to be like that, but make it more fun. Bring the skills challenge. I mean, that challenge. Remember that challenge they used to do back in the days with the quarterbacks throwing downfield into a bucket, into a tire. You remember that? All those challenges they used to do with Donovan McNabb. It was all fun.
I remember when Sean Taylor knocked out the Bills punter in the Pro Bowl.
That was brutal. That's probably the
one of the greatest
period
ever.
Sort of
I mean, in the Pro Bowl, just straight knocked him out, cuz.
Yeah, that was brutal.
I ain't gonna lie, the Bills punter got up like it was nothing, but man, he was.
I'm sure he was in the hospital though after that, though, because I was like, that was a nasty hit.
What in the world? What in the world?
Yeah.
Oh man! All right, real quick, let's just talk about some games from this weekend, man. Some important games. Ravens play the Browns this week. By the way, if you guys want to come on and talk Dolphins, the link is pinned to the top of the page. Please come on. We're waiting for you to come on. We'd love to see you come on. Make sure you guys, the link's pinned to the top of the chat. You guys come on, get in where you fit in. I'll even drop the link one more time for y'all to get in. Make sure you donate through the make sure you donate through the channel. I can't talk for nothing.
You were reading. He went through a table. You're reading.
I was reading that at the same time. 100%. All right. Shout out to Milton. Milton just donated $10 through PayPal. There we go. Pete with his $20 donation said, some say Tua isn't going to play in the Pro Bowl because he's prepping for Super Bowl frozen Buffalo.
There we go.
Get out of here with that, Pete. Thank you for the $20 donation, though. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, while we wait for somebody else to come on, let's just talk briefly about, some of the other games around the NFL this weekend. One of them being the Browns and the Ravens. What do you think about this game this weekend, the Browns and the Ravens?
Supposedly the Browns are changing up their face masks on their helmets. I guess it's going to change everything. No, I think the Ravens are going to win. Obviously, they,
even starting a third string quarterback.
Yeah, they got Huntley starting. I mean, they got this. I mean, I think Deshaun Watson is still another week away from seeing his form. He's not back into form yet. So yeah, I think the Ravens got this. They still got a great team.
Brian Romero just donated $10. Shout out to Brian Romero. Let's go. Love it. Keep the donations coming in. Remember, if you guys donate in increments, so $10 gets you one entry. If you donate $50 or more, that's 5, but I'll double your entry, so you'll actually get 10. If you donate $100 or more, that's 10 entries, but I'll triple them. You'll get 30 entries, okay? So donate through Cash App or PayPal only, okay, to be entered to win this Christian Wilkins autographed jersey. Let's go. Keep the donations coming in, guys. Look, I feel that, I feel like Baltimore would win this game, but because they're playing with a third string quarterback, I have to give the edge to, I don't care anybody playing with a third string quarterback. For the most part, it's tough unless your name's Brock Purdy for some reason, because Brock Purdy's playing out of his freaking mind. Who would have thought that Mr. Irrelevant would be a decent quarterback? That's crazy to me. He played well against us and then played well the following week. But
this is going to rub people the wrong way. I mentioned it yesterday on Twitter, but you ready how I'm going to get people riled up to come up on the panel? Mm-hmm. Brock Purdy at least was able to win a game when his starting quarterback got hurt, and he was able to do that for San Francisco. And our boy wasn't able to do that. Skylar Thompson. That's all I'm going to say.
Boy, you going to piss off the Skynet. You're piss off the Skynet.
I'm going to say.
Batman.
That's all I'm gonna say.
You're asking for it, man. You are asking for it. All right, I got somebody in the back room finally. I got my man Sosa. Good morning, Sosa. How are you?
Hey, good morning, man. How y'all doing?
Pretty good, man. Sosa, where are you calling from, man?
Roswell, New Mexico.
Ooh, Area 51. I like it.
Yep.
All right, man.
Yep, I'm the alien over here.
Fan?
Oh yeah.
How did you become a Dolphins fan living out in Roswell, New Mexico, buddy?
Bro, I was born into it. My grandpa liked them in the greasy days.
Okay.
My dad got the Merino days. I got a little bit of Merino days.
You got the tail end of the Merino days, huh?
Yeah. Some Ricky Williams in there.
And
that
you
good defense with the Thompson and Taylor.
Yeah, you grew up the same. How old are you? Early 30s?
37.
Okay. All right. Yeah. See, I'm good. I got you.
Yep.
I'm 34, so I get it. So yeah, man, I'm right there with you. We grew up watching the same era for the most part, man.
I'm hoping for another snow game like that Thanksgiving one against Dallas.
Do you? let me ask you. What do you think about the team this year? What are your thoughts about the game this week?
Wilson needs to be a go, I think. I don't know. We just got to get a run game established. 10 times a game ain't cutting it for. They're just making Tua play into their schemes. But I think our defense will do good. They'll do enough. I don't know if we'll see the end zone enough. I say we win 24-20, 24-21.
I think if we score 24 points in a snow game, bro, we definitely found the end zone. We definitely found the end zone a couple times.
The only reason I say that, I think either Van Ginkel or Christian Wilkins will create a turnover and find the end zone for us on defense. I think that's going to be the difference.
Dude, I'm not gonna. I'll give my score prediction now, man. I feel like it's gonna be super low scoring, man. I'm talking like 14-10. You know, like it's gonna be that, like 10-7. Like it's gonna be that 12 or 13-10. Like it's gonna be low scoring. Like people find the end zone once, maybe twice. That's it.
You know who I do? You know who I do hope finds the end zone? I hope Holland does it just for everybody hating on that dude.
Look, I have to admit, man, I've been very. This hate that Javon Holland's getting is the weirdest thing to me. It is. It's the weirdest thing. I don't understand it. It's
yeah. I mean, we get to speak our mind. Why can't he? You know, like we go through frustrations. I understand it. We're frustrated for years. They're going through a 2-game slump, especially being a favorite last week. That game was hard.
Yeah, man. It definitely is. It definitely is, man. All right, man. Anything else before I let you go?
Nah, I just wanted to say I had to get my morning fix with y'all. I listen to y'all every day now that I found y'all this year.
Hey, man, I love that, man. Are you a member? Yeah. You need to sign up, become a member of the channel, make it official, become part of the family.
Yeah, I need to. I was telling my wife yesterday.
Here, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat for you to sign up to become a member of the channel.
Oh yeah, and
become a member of the channel.
Where is that? Where can we find that Solo D song? Is it on all platforms?
It's not up yet, man. Look. I'm gonna play it for you.
I haven't heard it. Is a new one for the week?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't heard it yet.
Oh man, you got to drop it.
I got a couple of other people in the back room, but I'm gonna play it again. I'm gonna play it a couple more times before we get off the air.
You got to drop the funk flex bombs on that one. Then you got the lead.
He killed it, man. He definitely killed it. Man.
All right, man.
All right, brother. Be good, man.
All right, Sosa.
All right, man. Later.
All right, I got a few people in the back room here. Should I play the song before I bring them on? One at a time. All right, play the song. I'll play the song first. Stay in the back. Don't go anywhere, people in the back room. Don't go anywhere.
My fears make me loco.
Stop. the 2 songs he's done for Buffalo this year,
Oh my god.
my 2 favorite songs like he might have ever done.
I told him that I told him this in person last time that you were down here, Steven. I said that we cook in Buffalo, let's go. I really like the one that he did for Cincinnati. I mean, we lost that game, but that we're gonna put the Bengals in the Tiger cage like that. That to me was one of his best too. Though. But this song is crazy good. I'm not gonna lie.
It's so good, bro. Like it's unbelievable how good this song is. I'm trying.
I kind of want to take my radio for Saturday so we could jam to this. I know we're gonna have a DJ on the spot, but the DJ doesn't play outside music, so I'm gonna have to bring the radio so we can at least.
Well, I'm working right now to get solo music to this guy. So
okay, perfect.
Oh man. Adam says I got to tap into this channel more. I always love Steven's content. I just forget to turn on the notifications. Yes, make sure, Adam. I'm so glad you said that. When you guys when you guys have the channel, there's a little bell on YouTube. I need everybody. Stop what you're doing right now. Okay. Go to that bell on the YouTube channel and hit all notifications. That is the only way you guys get notified when we go live. You guys want to know when we go live? You want to know when another Solo D song drops? You guys want to know when my man, Batman is going live, or CB83 or Jason Sarney or Nando Talk? All notifications. Make sure you tap that bell. You guys are subscribed to the channel, hit the bell notifications and hit all. That's the only way you know when we're going live. I want to give a big shout out to Walt Dog. Walt Dog just donated $10 to the channel to enter to win the Christian Wilkins jersey. So keep the donations coming in through Cash App and PayPal, gentlemen and ladies. Let's go. All right, let me bring on my next guest. I had somebody that was waiting here, and he was waiting patiently, and I just didn't bring him on in a timely manner. I apologize. Come back on. All right, well, there he is. I think he just came back on. All right, there he goes. Let me bring he is Pete Loves Skyler. Pete Loves Skyler. This isn't Pete, though. What's up, man? You're sideways. I have to go like this to look at you. Can you hear me? Hello?
What's going on, Steven?
What's up, man? How are you?
Hold on.
Not too bad. Batman, I don't know how you could honestly sit there and say that Skylar Thompson is not the answer to this offense, bro. I mean, did you not see him come out in San Francisco?
That's Chris
This is Chris Lockus.
That's Chris Lockus.
No.
I was like, it sounds familiar. I know it sounds familiar.
I know this voice. I've never really put the face to the name, but I know the voice. It's Chris Lockus.
How can you come out and say that Skylar Thompson is not the answer to this offense, bro? He literally first he just did you not see him throw that interception on the first play he entered into the game with?
It wasn't
that was masterful, bro.
It wasn't his fault though. Apparently.
But you know what it is though. You know what it is? It's Mike McDaniel's holding Skylar Thompson back. That's probably what it is.
It's Mike McDaniel holding Skylar Thompson back. Are we for real right now? Really? That's what it
100%. That's it. I mean, if you want us to win the Super Bowl, we got to bring in Skylar Thompson. He's the next Josh Allen.
Okay, you're trying to be Pete right now. I get you. I understand it. I love it.
No, I'm not trying to be anybody. I've listened to his critiques and his takes, and obviously he knows more than any other Dolphins fan. And I honestly think that he's right. And I mean, what? How many interceptions has he thrown? 3, 4 interceptions. Again, Mike McDaniel holding back Skylar Thompson. But it's okay because you know who's on the way? Another head coach is going to put Skylar Thompson above Josh Allen. Don't worry. Don't worry, Miami Dolphins fans. This season may be over, according to all the haters out there. But don't worry because Skylar Thompson is on the way.
We heard it here first. Breaking news.
Pete loves Skylar. Hey, Pete, if you're really listening, you need to donate to the channel for all of this ridiculousness that this gentleman is spewing in your name. I see what you're doing here. Pete loves Skylar. Let me ask you one other question. Why isn't Teddy Bridgewater the answer? Because I firmly remember Pete telling us that Teddy Bridgewater was the answer for a while.
No, I think Pete was mistaken. You see, when you draft a 7th round quarterback he's obviously takes more precedent over someone that's been playing in the league for about 5 to 10 years. So obviously Teddy Bridgewater, or Teddy Two Gloves, as I like to call him, doesn't hold any more water than Skylar Thompson. The 7th round quarterback here is the most important thing right now. He gives us our best hope to win games, especially in December.
I can't with y'all.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I mean, so can we bring Ryan Fitzpatrick out of retirement? Do you think that would help us?
We would have to go sign Brian Flores then again as head coach. You think he still want to come back to Miami with the lawsuit and everything?
I don't. Probably not.
Well,
But-
we have to fire Greer, we have to sell the team, and then we can bring back Brian Flores, all of which could be done in a year, I think.
Hey man, hold on real quick. Sean Austin just donated $50 through Cash App, so he gets double the entries for the Christian Wilkins jersey. Shout out to you, Sean, man. Thank you very much. And then we also had Zephaniah. I hope I said your name right. He donated $10 through PayPal. He said, have to donate for that beautiful Wilkins jersey and also support the channel. Shout out to you guys for donating, man. If you want to know what they're donating for, real quick, I'll just remind you guys, every $10 increment that comes through Cash App or PayPal, or you will be entered to win this autographed Christian Wilkins jersey, courtesy of ZSM Sports. So make sure you guys donate. And if you donate, every $10 increment is an entry. If you donate $50, you get double the entries. And if you donate $100, you get, or plus, you get triple the entries. So shout out to everybody who's been donating. And the only way you can donate is through Cash App or PayPal. And I'll drop the links one more time for you guys. All right. Go ahead.
Can I ask you a quick question? In
Go
all
ahead.
honesty, we're playing in what, 7 inches of snow this Saturday?
They're saying 9 inches now.
9 inches of snow, more than me. Okay. So my concern is that people, I think, are going to take this game on Saturday, depending upon what it actually looks like on the field, and say that both Josh Allen and Tua have a mediocre to less than impressive game because of the snow.
Okay.
Are they really going to take this game and hold that much weight to it? Because for me, and I've talked to people on Twitter all the time, it's a snow game at the end of the day. Nothing is determinable in a snow game as far as how well your quarterback can perform, because at the end of the day, you're running into 7 inches, 9 inches of snow. I don't know what the wind is going to be like. I think they said that lake effect is producing 15 to 20 mile an hour winds. So on top of that, again, how much weight do you put on Tua for this game? Say if he goes out there and has 7 for 14, 150 yards or whatever it is. Not even 150. You can't.
This has been I'm so glad you asked that question. This has been what I have been telling people, that I feel like the fan base is. This is my problem. Okay, people are going to say, by the way, Pete's take, yes, it is a raffle. People are going to say for this game that if Miami loses for whatever reason, that, oh my God, it's the end. Or if Tua has a bad game by, having worse numbers, oh my God, we can't rely on Tua. Here's the reality of the situation. We go back in the history of the NFL and look at snow games. Not every single one of them, okay, but most people have bad games in the snow. Like, it's just like, it is a reality of being in the snow. 9 inches of snow is not nothing to walk over, right? It's legit. So I feel like, in my opinion, if Tua doesn't have a bad game, for me, I said this earlier and people killed me for this take, Crystalakis. I said he gets an out with me. He does. Now,
I think Josh Allen too. The whole game is an out, in my opinion, because you can't gauge anything.
You can't use your regular game plan in a game like this.
Exactly. And we have no run game to support. Like, we have a banged up Jeff Wilson. We're gonna have. I think they bring up Gaskin too. We might actually have a Gaskin sighting this Saturday.
Unfortunately, yes.
And we're gonna have Mostert in the snow, who doesn't know how to, isn't effective with his cutbacks, and is just that type of person that just runs full speed into the defensive line. So I don't know how effective we're going to be offensively. I know defensively, I think we're going to have a big game defensively. It's going to come down to our defense, I think, at the end of the day. Because you're going to trust Jason Sanders. How about this one?
No, well, that's why I'm saying I say 13-10, right? But what are the odds that 2 field goals are made if the wind is like whipping as big as it is?
You give Jason
Any field
Sanders
goal
an out
outside
too.
of 30 yards is going to be a toss up.
You give Jason Sanders an out too, and he's been bad this season too.
100%, man. But you can't say that. If you say that, then then A, you're being a fair weather fan, or B, you're just making excuses because you're a 2-in-ear or whatever it is.
Just reality.
I'm like, it's reality of the situation. You think the Dolphins, God forbid they lose this game, right? You think the Dolphins are going to walk in and say, well, Tua had a bad game, so we're going to bench him? There's no way. There's none. The only way Tua ever doesn't start is if Tua gets hurt. That's it. Tua gives us the best
and that's the most important thing that people have to realize with this game. People are going to be slipping and sliding all over the place. Just pray that I'll take a loss if there's no injuries. I can't take a loss with injuries.
Level 2 News says it's not an anomaly. We're in the AFC East. There will be games like this every year of a varying degree. Nobody's denying that. Nobody's arguing that. What we're arguing or stating is that the reality of the situation is that it is, if Tua throws for 57 yards or 98 yards the entire game, or 110 yards the entire game, but we win, am I going to be upset? No. What if we lose by 3 points? And by the way, let's say Allen has the same numbers. Am I going to get mad at Tua? No. Now, here's the effed up part. If Allen comes out and throws for 280 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Tua comes out and throws for 97 yards and 1 touchdown and 1 interception, it's the, I still don't know if I'm going to put into, I don't think that I would sit there and say, oh my God, this is all on Tua. This is the elements of the situation.
I would have
that's their game plan anyway.
I would have preferred. What I don't understand is why McDaniel. This is the one thing I don't like, is why they're not up there right now practicing in the snow. Because
they just got back. That's what I was thinking yesterday. They just got back from, think about it, for a week and a half almost.
Don't care. Being in Cali. I don't care. Playoffs are on the line. You got to put yourself in the best position.
I'll agree with Christolakis. Like, I feel like you should be up there practicing.
I think a reset is necessary. We lost 2 games in a row.
And the one thing I didn't like, and I know a lot of people online love it, is like, and now you're throwing it in the Buffalo Bills' faces by saying, I want it to be colder, that shirt that he was wearing. Like, bro, like, don't do that. Like, go and practice in the snow and wear that shirt. You understand what I'm saying? Don't lower the air conditioners down to 55 degrees and think that's what it's going to be like on Saturday. No, you got to go.
Yeah, but McDaniel's trying to have the morale for his team. I think that like, I'm not going to sit here and get mad at Mike McDaniel for wearing a T-shirt like that. But look, here's the reality.
I wouldn't do that. Personally, I just wouldn't do that. But go ahead.
We are a team that up until 2 weeks ago was considered a Super Bowl contender, right? At least like, you were sitting at 8-3. You were in a very prime position. You dropped 2 in a row. That sucks. Now we're 8-5. We're in the 6th seed of the playoffs. We're 2 games out of the division. And it's like, well, if the Dolphins get in, it'll be lucky at this point, and they'll be lucky to win a playoff game. I think that's BS. I think the team looks at themselves better than that. And I think that they look at the last 2 games better than that. And you go to the San Francisco game, we all saw it. If Tua hits those throws, if Tua just hits half of the throws that he missed, we win that game.
Yeah,
my opinion. And we lost by 6 points to LA. It's not like we got murdered in those games. It's not like we got slaughtered in those games.
And the thing with the Dolphins is that we stack wins and stack losses. That's been our MO for a very long time.
100%. So
if say we lose Buffalo and say we lose Green Bay and then we win the last 2 games of the season and go into the playoffs, those stacked wins will drive enough momentum into the playoffs for us to make a deep run into the playoffs. It's just the way our team acts, and it's the way we operate. But again, we have to do it. So
yeah, and I am I'll tell you, as a Miami Dolphins fan, you talked about confidence earlier, right? I am 100% confident that we make the playoffs, and I'm like 90% confident we win a playoff game, no matter who we're playing. Like, I'm very confident in those things. Like, the Dolphins are going to make the playoffs, and they're going to win a playoff game. Mark it, put it on the books. feel whatever way you feel about it. Like we're playing football.
Yeah, I don't have a doubt that we're gonna make the playoffs. We're gonna make the playoffs 100%, and we're definitely gonna win a playoff game. The question is, where do we have to go after that first win? And to be honest, I honestly feel like we're gonna be either going to obviously Buffalo or Kansas City, and I those two teams don't scare me anymore. No, none of these teams scare me.
We're gonna find out a lot about ourselves this on Saturday night as a team. We're gonna just win or lose. We're gonna find out a lot about ourselves, and I think that finding out about ourselves is gonna be very instrumental in playing in cold weather games in the playoffs. You know, and that's what we need to do. So win or lose on Saturday, I want to walk out of there saying, all right, I feel pretty good that if we play Kansas City we play Buffalo again in Buffalo, or Kansas City in Kansas City, or Baltimore in Baltimore, we're going to do what we need to do, and we're going to be fine. We're going to be good. That's what I want. You know. So
anyway, I gotta go. Much love to the show. Like and subscribe, everybody, and I'll catch you tomorrow, guys.
Love you, Christolakis. Be good, man. All right, Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. Want to remind you guys, hit the like button if you haven't hit it already. Only 43 likes today. It's free. Doesn't cost anything. Hit the like button. Just tap the like button, y'all. Only 43 likes in the room today. Also, a reminder, you want to win this beauty right here, this Christian Wilkins autographed jersey? We'll donate an increment of $10 to the channel through Cash App and PayPal only. If you donate through Cash App and PayPal using MSM Podcast Network, and I will drop the links in the chat again, you will be entered to win. Every $10 you donate, you'll get you will be entered to win an entry into the raffle that I will be doing either tomorrow afternoon or sometime next week, depending on how many more entries I get into this thing, and tomorrow into this giveaway. So right now we are go ahead and enter. If you donate in increments of 10, every $10 is an entry. If you donate $50 or more, instead of 5 entries, you'll get 10. I'll double your entries. If you donate $100 or more, I will triple your entry. So instead of 10 entries at $10 per entry, you'll get 30 entries. That's dope, right? So keep on donating. Let's let the donations come in only on Cash App and PayPal. Okay, I dropped the link, and it's for this Christian Wilkins autographed jersey. Let's go. Okay. All right. I got somebody in the back room here who's been waiting very patiently. My man, G. What's up, G?
What's going on, G?
Hey, good morning, Steven. Good morning, Batman. Y'all can hear me good?
We can hear you good, man. How are you, buddy?
Hey, man, another day in paradise, bro. Can't complain, man. When you complain, it gets worse.
That is true. 100%. Shout out to Jose Valdez for donating another $20 on Cash App. So keep the donations coming in, y'all. All right, G, man, floor is yours, man. Whatever you want to talk about.
Nah, hey, man, listen, I'm just, as I sit back and I look at the Dolphins, man, I'm wondering, will the real Tua please stand up? You look at Tua, 2020, 5 interceptions, all right? 2021, 10 interceptions. My point is, I love the 2020 Tua because he was safe with the ball. He protected the ball, man. The man wouldn't throw an interception for nothing. So how can we combine the 2020 Tua that didn't have an offense with the gunslinger Tua that's got all these weapons? And to me, it's like, how a team had, sometimes they go up in like hurry up mode. We need to develop slow down mode for Tua. Slow down, bleed the play clock. Look at the defense. You ain't got to snap the ball right away. If you got time on that play clock, make sure you're seeing exactly what you need to see before you snap the ball. I just think little things like that, man. Like it seems sometimes, man, he gets ahead of himself and it's like he's moving too fast. And if he just slows down, the plays are right there. In San Francisco, a lot of times, man, if he just, dialed in, slowed down, man, it was right there, so I think there's a way, man, to mesh the 2020 Tua, the 2021 Tua, and this year's Tua all together, man. And you got a pretty good damn quarterback. If we can get him, just to realize, hey, you ain't got to be, frantic. You ain't got to be anxious to it. Just relax. You got weapons. Get him the ball. focus on what you got to do, distribute the ball, and we'll be all right, man. I mean, I think, this Buffalo thing, the way they did us is dirty. We ain't even had no rest, and now we got to go up there and play.
Dude,
the
schedule did us no favors this year, right? Like having to play back-to-back on the West Coast, and then on a short week having to go to Buffalo and play in Buffalo in the snow. Like the schedule did us no favors this year. But with that being said, it's the way that it lined up for us, and we knew that it was coming, and we needed to be prepared for that. And the one thing, like I said 2 weeks ago, I was like, I can take an L the San Fran game and swallow it and be like, all right, it is what it is. I had a difficult time swallowing the L for LA. Like we should have won that game. Like we were the better team. We should have won that game. We just could not bring it together, right? And so that's my opinion about the LA game. With this game, I would feel a lot better if we had won LA, because I would have been like, all right, look, it is what it is. We got 9 wins. Well, sitting at 8-5 and potentially 8-6, like let's, we can definitely win. I hope that we win. We have everything we need to win. I want to get to that 12 win team. And the only way that happens is if we win out, right? So I don't know if that happens, but we're gonna try our hardest this weekend. And I think this is gonna be a real testament to how this team directly deals with adversity. And this is what we're dealing with right now. We're coming off 2 straight losses. Our quarterback has played not good the last 2 games. We're dealing with some, injury issues. And this is what you play for. You want to play football in January, you got to win these games in December. And that's what the Dolphins need to do right now. They need to play December football. And in order to play January football, you have to win December football. And it goes back to my saying is that good teams find a way to win. And if the Dolphins are a good team, that I think that we are, we're going to have to show the world that we are by putting a win on the board in Buffalo and putting a win on the board against Green Bay next week on Christmas Day and putting a win up in New England and then coming home and taking care of business against the Jets. In my opinion, you win 3 out of the next 4, we're good to go.
Yeah.
Win 3 out of the next 4. I want to win the next 4, period. But win 3 out of the next 4, I can live with us going into the playoffs saying, okay, I feel good about our chances winning a playoff game.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, man. Like we went through so many years of watching, the Dolphins matriculate down the field, slow, boring Dolphins. And we've been spoiled, man.
Hold up 1 second, G. William Perry just donated $100 to the channel.
Whoa, nice.
Big bucks, so big bucks.
Triple the entries into the jersey giveaway. So shout out to William Perry. Shout out to you, William. $100 into the channel. So he gets 30 entries to the giveaway. So keep the donations coming in. Just because Batman, that Sam Madison jersey, he did not have the most. There were people that had 30 and 40, 50 entries, and he had, I think, 2 and 1. So you don't need the most to win, but, it goes a long way. And I've had people that have had the most entries. So donate to the channel. It helps. So I appreciate the donation, William. Thank you, man. Sorry, G. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, no worries, man. It's like we want everything now, man. We want what we want when we want it, man. We come out, first play of the game, we just like chunk it down the field. And I mean, I love the fact we got an offense like that, but to win the games, you got to slow down, be patient. And I ain't saying take what they give you, none of that, man. That sounds corny, but at the same time, you got to realize sometimes, man, you got to feel it out, see what they got going on, see what you got going on, but have patience. When you rush, man, bad things happen 9 times out of 10. I used to cut glass, man, and I call it a zone because I realized, bro, I mess up, man. This mirror gonna slice me up, bro. You know what I mean? You can just bend it wrong, move wrong. You have to get in a zone, man. And when you're in that zone, it's like there's nothing else going on around you because you're dialed in. And Tua can find that, and I've seen him find that. And once he does, man, and we just, mesh everything together, and it's gonna be all right, you know. But the rushing it, man, is just, it ain't the way to go, man. It ain't what's going. And when you're rushing it, the defense sees it. You know, if you get rattled, you can't let the defense know that you're rattled. You know, if I can whisper in your ear, man, when I'm tackling you, hey, man, we're going to be on you all day long. All right. You can't let it affect you. You know, you have to still perform. Whatever's going on in the outside world, you know, like the boss says, man, you know, whatever your personal problems are, man, you check them at the door and they'll be right there. When you punch out, you can pick them up as you're going home.
Yep.
But when when you hear, you got to be dialed in. And I know he can do it. That's the problem with me, man. That's what just drives me nuts. I know he can do it. And sometimes, man, it's like, yo, just chill, bro. There's nobody there. You know, they're protecting you. They're holding up. Just chill. And he's got happy feet, man. It's PTSD. So
it's PTSD. You're right. 100%.
And do you blame him, though? You know,
no,
I don't.
You know, I think with Tua, I think in order, a lot of people are like, you need to be successful. No, I think there's a difference between, or in order to be successful, you need to be comfortable. It's not about being comfortable in the pocket. It's about being comfortable, period, in your own element. And there are times there's for the most part this year, he has been, but I have no accountability. Like I will tell you in the Texans game, he seemed off, and he definitely was in the San Fran game. He seemed very off in the San Fran game. And in the and I think that being off in those two games rattled his confidence to a certain extent. I know, like when I say that, that's going to be, if that rattled his confidence, he's not the quarterback you want. BS. Shut up. Listen to what I'm telling you. Something happened where he was rattled and he just was not on par. Like 25 yards at halftime is unacceptable. It's just unacceptable. Point blank. You cannot, but in this game against Buffalo, I don't think that riding the ship that way is going to be how you get back on board. How you get back on board is winning this game, doing whatever it takes to win the game. And if that means running for 40 yards in this game for some reason, then you need to do that. If that means, handing the ball off 40 times, then you need to do that, whatever the case is going to be. But they need to win the game by any means necessary. And that's how you're going to win this game. And it might come down to the defense. It might come down to a defensive stop or a defensive scoring, defensive score, whatever the case is. But
interception, anything.
I think that by winning the game, period, will bring back everybody's confidence the way it needs to be.
Oh, yeah.
Including Tuist.
Yeah, we need Tua to come out like Mayweather, man, not like Tyson. You know what I mean? I know he got Tyson in him. He can go out there and knock teams out. We need that. We need that Mayweather. We need that patience. We need that. You gotta. It's strategic. Take your shots when they're there. It's a different mentality later on.
Like Solo D says, Mamba mentality. Mamba mentality. He needs that Mamba mentality.
There it is, man. He's just got to literally wait on it. But here's the thing now. If you run. When you do the play action, you got to realize, okay, you get one shot. You miss that. You see wide receivers, hit yourselves on the chest. My bad. Yeah, it really is your bad because we've been setting that play up all game. And trust me, the DB is not going to fall for it again. You get one shot, and when you get that shot, you have to hit it. That's football. You run that play action, man. When you decide, okay, you know what, we're about to chunk this one down the field, it's got to connect. You got to take the time, and I know you can't sit back there, and like, la. No, but exactly, you really have to, okay, you know what, this has got to be on target. I got to have my mechanics right. I got to put everything into this throw, and too many times, man, I see him rushing, and if I were a lineman, I'd be, hey, bro, listen, we had you. When you see the all-22 tour, you're going to see you didn't have to rush that, man. So I know it's just frustrating all the way around, because a lot of times he didn't have to rush the throw. He didn't have to, I don't know how to explain it, man. It's just basically get in the zone, allow your playmakers to make plays, actually trust that the O-line is going to have your blocks. And if they don't have it, then you get in their face and give it to them. But you gotta believe, like they want us to believe. he's got to trust that they got him long enough for him to get that ball off and not get the happy feet.
Well, we're going to see what happens. All right, G, I appreciate you coming on this morning, man. I appreciate you supporting the show and watching the show, and I love when you come on, man. I'd love to see you up here more, bro.
It's a great perspective you had today.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all letting me up, man. Got a day off, so it was like, you know what? Let me come up here and just say a little something, man. Crystal Lockus be coming with that craziness, bro. Yo, they be trying to bring it out, man.
Nobody has craziness. There's no crazy takes on this show, G. What are you talking about? No crazy takes. They're all wonderful takes. Some are just okay. Some are just crazy. You're right, G. You're right. You ain't got to look at me like that. They're just crazy. I get it. I got it.
You know, and then we bite each other's heads off, but you know, the bottom line, we all Dolphins fans. We all want the Dolphins to win. You know, and that's the ties that bind us together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But hey, I don't like it. I don't like bashing on Tua, but at the same time, man, I don't like losing.
Yeah,
I don't like losing, and I don't like losing, especially when I know the man has it in him to be great.
Thank you.
He can be great.
Thank you.
Tua can be great. They have surrounded him with the weapons, with the oh my God, with the personalities. That man, I'm not saying
the coaching
like his job is easy, you know, but I think he's trying to do too much. And what I mean by that, when he moves around and runs and frantic, that's trying to do too much. Rather than,
I hear you, and I think, you know, a part of being able to slow the game down in a sense is the line. I mean, look, I know that we give a lot of knock. People want to say the real MVP of this team is Armstead. Armstead played like dog wash last game. He got when's the last time you seen Armstead get pancake? Like,
he obviously hurt, bro.
He is. So we got to get healthier on the line. I mean, Robert Jones arguably had the worst game of his career. Snell got his worst game of his career last game. Tua has been given opportunities to have time. You're right. And he's just overstressing. It's that PTSD where he thinks that the pocket is collapsing, and he does have time. But, you know, it's hard to do that when for 2 years in a row, you've been getting hit, you've been getting pressured, and now you have a decent line, and it's difficult. You get what I mean? I'm not trying to make an excuse, but when you see he has the time and he's confident in his line, he's throwing these balls downfield like nothing. You know, he just has to get back into that sync, back into that flow, you know, back into that rhythm. Ever since the bye week, I knew the bye week was going to affect them because of this, and we haven't been able to see him back yet, but he will. I mean, we, like you said, we've seen him do it. We know he's capable of doing it. Now it's just, let's go. Let's get to it.
All right, G, man. Let me let you go, man. Let me let you get out of here, man. Thank you for coming on today, brother.
Appreciate it, G.
Hey, appreciate y'all for having me up, man. Y'all have a great rest of the day, man. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, man. All right, Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami Fan Morning Show. We got a couple people left in the back room. I want to give them a chance to come on. But just want to remind you, if you donate in increments of $10 to the channel, you will be entered to win a Christian Wilkins autographed jersey, courtesy of ZSM Sports. Shout out to Zachary at ZSM Sports. If you donate on Cash App or PayPal, you will be entered to win. Now, let me remind you guys, every $10 you guys donate, will be one entry, an additional entry into the giveaway. If you donate $50, you'll get double the entry. So instead of 5 entries, you'll get 10 entries. If you donate 100, just like William Perry just did, instead of 10 entries, you'll get 30 entries. Now, the next person who donates $50 or more to the channel on Cash App or PayPal, I will send you right now. The next person will get an autographed Javon Holland 8x11. You donate $50 right now, you'll get all the entries. You'll get double the entries. If you do 50, if you do 100, you'll get triple. And I will send you a Javon Holland autograph 8x11 right now. Next person to donate $50 or more to the channel via Cash App or PayPal, you will get a Javon Holland autograph 8x11.
And that's a rare one because that's before he did the number change. So you can't even buy that in the future.
Yep.
You can't even buy that in the future.
Correct. So it's pretty dope. So I'm telling you, it's pretty awesome. So make sure you guys do that. Next person to donate $50 or more gets that. Okay. All right. Let me bring on the next guest. Mr. Hot Dog Man himself. Good morning, Hot Dog Man.
I will only accept the Holland jersey if its signature says Snowflake. But
it's not. First of all, it's a Christian Wilkins jersey that you're entering to give away. If somebody donates $50 or more right now via Cash App or PayPal, they will get this awesome Javon Holland autograph 8x11. So just make sure you say it right, sir. Put some respect on the name.
Steven will throw in a hot dog.
I'm talking about only Javon Holland.
About hot dogs.
Only Holland said he should have the signature Snowflake.
No, whatever.
But that's how much I think about that jersey at this point.
What's going on,
Steven?
Yes.
What's going on, Batman? I'm disappointing you once again.
Why are you
Have you ever?
What did I do this time?
Have you ever objectively analyzed any game in our 17-game schedule as an actual loss that you thought we was going to lose?
I said San Fran.
No, you didn't.
I came up here and said we're probably going to lose to San Fran.
See, you put that caveat in there. You said, probably.
I said we have what it takes to beat them, but they make me nervous, and I think if we're going to lose any game,
what was your score prediction? How close do you think the game was going to be?
I said it was going to be close.
Well, I predicted a close loss. I didn't predict a blowout loss. I said 3 points. I said 19-16. That was my score.
Well, I mean, look, I feel like the last 10 points that they scored is irrelevant. So what did they score? 33. You take that away, that's 22. And I think, what did we end up with? 19, I think. Or
no, 17? They kicked a field goal. It was 26. They had a touchdown off of defensive score.
The Dolphins lost that game, sir, 33-17. So minus the 10 points at the end of the game that they scored, it would have been 23-17, which is about what I thought it would be.
Where do you get that extra field goal from?
They scored 10 points at the end.
No, they didn't.
Dude, they scored. I just had it pulled up.
At the end?
The San Francisco 49ers
hang on,
10
Steve.
points in the fourth quarter. I don't know why you're trying to question me. He's going out to go look. I'm looking at it right here. 33-17. The 49ers scored 10 points in the fourth quarter. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I don't know why crypto's questioning me. Don't question me. You're wrong. You are wrong. William Perry says, you son of a... Wait to see. Hey, look, if you guys donate $50 or more via Cash App or PayPal, you'll get double the entries. Unless you donate 100, you'll get triple. And I will throw in a Javon Holland autograph photo, courtesy of ZSM Sports. Trying to raise money for the channel. Let's go, guys. Come on. Everybody left me. Crypto left me, and Batman left me. We were down by 6 with 5 minutes and 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Gesicki catches the ball on fourth down, and we will win. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, I felt uneasy about the San Fran game. I felt very confident about the Chargers. I was wrong. I can admit that I was wrong. And I don't want to say the execution, but like the fact is we lost both, right? So I get that. I'm not as confident again in the Buffalo game, but it's not because I don't think we can beat them. It's because of how we've played the last two. I think we have everything we need to beat the Buffalo Bills. And I think that it's moving the light switch gone, right? It's the light switch. So to me, that's what it is. And that's what it'll be. Peace Take says, Steven, I'll donate $20 Cash App when I get a shot for 2 lucky fans who haven't entered the Wilkins thing. Okay, figure it out with Batman. Will do, Pete. As soon as you send it in, I will figure it out. Definitely. All right, let me bring on somebody who's been waiting in the back room patiently. And I thought, I don't know what happened to crypto, but I guess he'll come back. Let me bring it in. Tony, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Steven. It's been a while. How are you?
How are you, Tony? What's
What's up,
going on,
Tony?
buddy?
Hey, guys. I want to be critical of Tua a little bit.
Okay.
I've noticed the past few, like last season and this season, when the lights get the brightest, it seems like he freezes up. Is that more of a mental thing for him, or is it him not trusting the offensive line?
If I'm honest with myself, the two-and-ear that I am, it's a mental thing. I think it's a mental thing. And I'm not trying to throw shade, but Tua to me has all the intangibles he needs to be a great quarterback, and he has shown it multiple times this year. So for me, it's definitely
but I want to push back on that. Look at the competition he was facing with the Texans when he was throwing those 300. Besides Baltimore, he was throwing a 300-yard game against Detroit. He did that against Chicago, and he was doing it against.
All right, so Tua's games this year. You ready? So Tua's stats this year. Okay, I'll start at week 1. Okay, and he had some games in the first 5 games that weren't great, but let's go there, right? So September 11th, Patriots 270, 1 touchdown. September 18th, 469 yards, 6 touchdowns. The best game of his career, threw 4 in the fourth quarter. Was there, absolutely amazing. I'll never forget it. It was absolutely unreal. Mm-hmm. The Bills game the following week, $186 and a touchdown. Not a great game. We won the game. The following week, he plays the Bengals, gets knocked out, has 110 yards, no touchdowns, right? Mm-hmm. Steelers, he comes back for the Steelers game, 261s and a touchdown. Andrevius, go away. I just got here, and I got to go through this. Bye, Tony. Tony, you're gone for 10 minutes, but I'm sorry. But I'll finish answering Tony's question here, okay? The Lions, 382, 3 touchdowns. The Bears, 302, 3 touchdowns. The Browns, 285, 3 touchdowns. The Texans, he plays one half of football, 299 yards and a touchdown. He was off that game. That's where he came off the bye week. I said something was off. 49ers, 295, 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. And Chargers, 145 and a touch. So my view of this is the numbers are going to come back. Like the way that he's plays, that he's going to come back. He's going to be fine. So I just want people to know, or Tony to know, in your situation, Tua just needs to turn on the light switch, and he does. He's fine. I don't want to hear that it was against the Lions, who, by the way, is the second hottest team in football right now. Oh yeah. I don't want to hear against it was the Bears, right, or the Browns for that matter. Like they're still Browns. I think had one of the best defenses in the NFL when we played them. So they did. It's not like they're still an NFL team. What are we talking about? Like, don't give me the crap.
It's only Pete. Lions, Bears, Tigers, and Bengals. This is only Pete saying that. I mean, if you're in the NFL, you're a great team. You could, regardless of your record. I mean, Houston. You could make an exception for Houston. You can make an exception for Houston. That's about it.
Look, for me, I don't think he's going to do. I don't think he's going to do himself much of a service this weekend in the snow. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he throws for 2 or 3 touchdowns and 600
yards.
I don't know about that, but let's I'll say 2 or 3 touchdowns, maybe 200 yards. But I could totally see where that happens, right?
But you need the 28 yards rushing. Remember that. You need the 28 yards rushing. That will put him over the top.
Yeah. And so I think the Dolphins have everything they need to win this weekend. The question is, will they? That's where it's going to come into play. And it's not that they don't have what it takes. It's not that they don't have the people. It's not that they don't have the plays. It's will they execute? And that's what it is. Execution. They execute, they're gonna win. Rashad, good morning, Rashad.
What's going on, Rashad?
Hello.
What's going on, buddy?
Can y'all hear me?
Yep, we can hear you, man. Talk.
Loud and clear.
Or did I freeze?
You're freezing a bit.
You're freezing a bit. Hello? Hello?
Am I back? Hello?
You're back.
Am I back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Back.
Yeah. What's happening, fellas?
What's going on, Rashad?
Go ahead.
I was going to rip into everybody. Since it's finally not a panel, everybody can be heard and their takes can be heard.
Well, go ahead, Rashad. Tell us how you really feel.
I really feel like all the Tua haters are right.
Are correct.
They're right. They're right about everything they say.
Okay.
And I'm being dead serious, but let's not pretend like Tua was the only bad player on the field. We gave up 450 yards of offense to the Chargers.
Okay.
And Herbert wasn't perfect, but his receivers were.
Okay.
I seen Xavier Howard get abused. I seen receiver. We talk about the perfect passes over good defense, over good coverage. We act like those receivers weren't open 85% of the time. There was a play where Keenan Allen and Mike Williams both ran quick slants, and they like the only person who could stop them was Javon Holland because our linebackers was underneath and our corners was on the boundary, and they are both in the middle of the field, wide open. Like we can place blame on Tua, but let's not act like we're not giving up 50% third down. They had 18 third downs and they completed half of them. 18 third downs is a lot, period. And one of those third downs, they got it from 3rd and 17 to 4th and 1 and went for it on 4th down and scored a touchdown.
Yep.
So let's not be those blind fans and act like multiple things don't contribute to these losses. I hate to say it, we need to go back zone. We ran man to man the last 2 weeks.
Rashad.
And
sorry, buddy. Money Back 21 says, "See ya."
Oh wow.
He said, "Bye." Man, Rashad. I'm sorry, Rashad.
Man.
Why y'all do my man dirty like that?
Man.
Lewis said Rashad fits right in here on cat blockers.
You want to, Steven? You want to check on Mark to see if he's finally awake? Maybe he's been hanging out. He's awake already. He's waiting for his turn.
All right, hold on. Let me do this real quick, and then we'll see. I got a couple of Bills fans back here in the back. All right, real quick. Let me just tell y'all, if y'all donate $10 in increments of 10, you'll be entered to win a Christian Wilkins autographed jersey, courtesy of ZSM Sports. You guys can donate on Cash App or PayPal. MSM Podcast Network. Make sure you guys do that. I'll put the link in the chat here again. And if you guys donate $50, the first person to donate $50 or more here, the next person to donate $50 or more, I will send you a Javon Holland autographed 8x11. The next person that donates $50 or more on here, which is pretty dope. Okay, and it's pretty cool. So make sure y'all do that. It's awesome. It's good stuff. Okay, let's let me see if Mark is awake. Let's go. Mark, hello, Mark. Mark,
he's on
Mark's
mute now. So he woke up.
Mark, are you there, Mark? He must be sleeping again. Okay, Michael K. Good morning, Michael.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on, Michael?
Nothing. Let's talk weather.
Weather.
This way I might not get timed out. I don't know why everybody's all worried about the snow.
We are. We're respecting it.
You know what? You shouldn't be.
Why?
You know what? Because a rain game, you should be worried. But the football doesn't get slick in snow, especially if it's going to be below 27 degrees.
I thought it was a 60% chance of rain.
No, it's snow. We're getting the rain now, and that's where Miami screwed up. They could be out practicing in this crap, it's like a freezing rain. That makes the ball slick. But in the snow, especially if it's below 20, I don't know, 27, 26, somewhere in there.
Okay.
Anybody that knows it, like if a snowflake hits your windshield when it's below 32, it doesn't stick. It just gets blown off with the slightest breeze. It'll be small flakes, and that's it. So the throwing game isn't going to be an issue. What might be is running routes or cutting back or whatever, where the receivers have the advantage in that. Because it's going to be slick. But this snow and 9 inches is nothing. That's everybody's making a big deal out of it, and the Bills are making a big deal out of it because they have to. But people in Buffalo are like, "What's the big deal?"
Well, what if my question to you is 9 inches something to sneeze? Like, what do you think the field conditions are going to be like on Saturday night?
In all honesty, they're calling for the snow to come before the game.
Okay.
So there might be accumulation. Grounds crew is going to get the field cleared. They'll have the blowers out. They'll have, a bunch of monkeys just running blowers to the sidelines, blowing it all away. I don't think that'll be an issue. The forecasters are using words like could be, possibly, maybe, heavy at times.
But none during the game.
No, they're calling for snow during the game.
Okay, they are. All right.
Right, but now you got to remember Lake Erie is getting colder. Lake effect only happens when the lake is warm, the air is cold, and there's precipitation.
Well, that snow that they had a few weeks ago was insane. 60 inches.
Yeah, that was lake effect. Where I live, I got like 9 inches, maybe 10. I didn't even follow my driveway. You know what I mean?
How close is the stadium to the lake?
Maybe 10 miles.
Oh, so
maybe not even that much. But
there were some places that were saying the southern area of Buffalo got hit harder than the northern area.
Yeah, if you take the city, it's the jet stream, the way it comes across the lake.
Okay,
and they call it the snow belt. You take the city of Buffalo, and we'll say that's anybody north of the city is the north towns. Anybody south of the city is obviously south towns. The stadiums in the south towns where they get hammered with snow. And the further you get south, like we'll say ski country, they get even more. But there's usually a band that comes in, so maybe 25, 26 miles. It's not going to be that bad. And if the majority of the snow comes before the game, you might only see 2 or 3 inches during the game. And that's nothing. It's easier to run on 3 inches of snow than it is 2 inches of sand. If that makes any sense.
I mean, I'm more worried about the trenches and how the trenches will be from the offense and defense.
Well, and that's the whole thing, and you're right, because there will be moisture on the field, so the linemen might not be able to get a good plant. And this turf, I'm a grass guy. I don't like the turf, and our new stadium's going to have grass, but you got these rubber pellets, and you can't change spike. Like if you play in Miami with does Miami have natural grass?
Yeah, we got we got the Bermuda grass or whatever it's called.
We took grass from around the stadium.
So you can
the area. No, for real, it's a fact. You can ask Cat for life.
We flew in grass.
That's not what we were told.
So all right. What I was under the impression of is we flew in grass. All right, hold on. Grass at Hard Rock Stadium.
Because I know Cat for Life said that Stephen Ross took grass from surrounding areas of Miami Gardens to put into that stadium. Maybe it's changed since. But he took grass.
What kind of grass is?
He might have took a couple.
Yeah, I was right. Okay, Bermuda grass. Okay, and what happened is a few years ago, they flew it in and they would resod it straight off the truck. Well, they realized that this heat in Miami is different than the heat than where they get the grass from, or the grass is grown. So what Stephen Ross did, or what the Dolphins did, is they bought their own grass fields and grew the Bermuda grass in Miami so that it would be more sustainable to the heat. So we have grass farms to resod our field. We have our own farm now to resod our field. So after the Texans game, the field got resodded so there will be a new field on for the Green Bay Packers game. It'll be a new field. It'll be new grass. So they
Oh,
reset
they'll actually come in
after
and
the
change
Texans
it.
game. The Dolphins did. The Dolphins did for so the rest of this year at Hard Rock. It's new grass. They resodded it after the Texans game. So
See, but now when you play in Miami or you go to a natural grass field, you can change the length of your spikes to make a difference per conditions. So if it's rainy and soft, you might be able to change your spikes by a quarter inch or whatever it is. None of that changes on this turf, because underneath the turf is just a rubber mat, and there is no difference in there's no difference in depth per conditions, if that makes any sense.
Mm.
So as far as throwing the ball, they'll be able to throw it. It's just a matter of can the receivers get to where the ball's going.
well, we're gonna find out on Saturday night. My other question to you is when the cold weather games are happening in Buffalo, why don't you see a lot more throwing? Even Josh Allen, like you don't see high throwing games.
It depends. Usually cold weather games bring in wind. But if you look at like Aaron Rodgers when he plays in Green Bay, he'll throw the ball 35, 40 times, in single digit temperatures if there's no wind.
No, that's true.
You know what I mean? There's our stadium sucks as far as wind. It swirls 14 to 15 miles an hour. It might be 2 or 3 on the field, and then for a field goal, you might see the flags standing straight out because it might be 15, 20 up top.
That's why I don't think there's going to be a lot of field goals this weekend.
I think it's going to be more because of traction and footing. You know what I mean? The longer ones, I don't think you'll see. They'll go for it.
I feel like if you're not within 40 yards, they're not going for it. Either way, you won't see any 50-yard field goals this weekend.
And you might be right, but it also depends on how cold it is too, because they kick field goals against the Jets.
What are they saying? 26 to 33.
What?
Those are gusts. This morning on the news, they were calling for 12
to 25. 15 to 25. They said on game day.
Yeah, the weather here, it was like 12 sustained out of the southwest. So that's not 12 miles an hour is nothing. You know what I mean? That's just a slight breeze. I think you guys call it an ocean breeze.
That would not be an ocean breeze for us, bro. Not at all. But I guess I hear what you're saying. Not for us.
The 9 inches, and if what they said holds true this morning, that the majority of the show is going to come before the game, even if you get 2 or 3 inches during the game with people running around, they got the blowers and stuff, the field should be clear.
Well, I'll tell you this: Trucker Sean lives up in upstate New York, and he was saying 9 inches to you guys is nothing. Like it's
yeah, he lives east. See, the problem with Trucker Sean, he lives east of Syracuse.
Yep.
So what they get, we don't get it because we're south of Lake Ontario. He's actually getting Lake Ontario lake effect and Lake Erie lake effect eventually. So he gets hammered. There's a place down at Fort Drum. You guys probably heard of it. Fort Drum Army Base.
Yeah.
Regularly, they get probably anywhere between 15 to 18 foot of snow a year.
That's insane.
Oh, it's stupid, and it's cold. That's why they put the Army depot there to do cold weather training. But Miami did make a mistake by not coming, because today would have been a perfect day to get out there, because it's not cold. It's like 33 or 34 right now.
Yeah.
But it's a freezing rain. Oh man, it sucked. I went outside with just a hoodie on.
So
I was smoked.
The last thing I got for you, what type of chance do you give the Dolphins on Saturday night? In full honesty, be honest.
In full honesty, if Atua,
see, don't do that, Michael.
I'm trying. It's a habit. If he can't throw the ball, the Bills will put in AJ Klein and run 3 linebackers, and there'll be zero chance of running the ball. They'll take the nickel back out, and they'll put a 3rd linebacker in and stop the run if Tuna can't throw the ball. If he can throw the ball, depending on his accuracy, the Bills will win, but I'm not going to say it's a blowout. But if Tuna can throw, it'll be a closer game than if you guys can't. That's what I'm going to say.
All right. We'll see what
and that's a fair assessment, because your run game's not all that great. And if Wilson can play, our run defense is pretty stout.
Yep.
And if we can use AJ Klein, the other thing is we don't know if Beasley's playing yet. If Beasley plays,
so by the way, let me just say that this is what I heard. What I heard and I don't know how accurate this is. This is what I read online. Is that Josh Allen is the person that wanted Cole Beasley back, went to the front office to ask for Cole Beasley back, and they said, you need to find out if the rest of the locker room is okay with having Cole in, because Cole's had off the field issues or, things that affect. And so there was a team meeting that happened, and the team voted for Cole to come back on. And the team said, all right, you'll come on as a practice squad player for now. And
Well,
that's what happened.
Partly true. It was Thanksgiving Day, and Isaiah McKenzie sent Cole Beasley a tweet. So it was public. He could have sent him a text, say, "Hey, what's up? What are you doing for a couple weeks or whatever?" So that's where it started. But they came right out and said Cole called Bean because he's still itching to play. They don't know why he left Tampa after 2 weeks. He hasn't said, and reporters didn't ask.
Nobody
But
wants that place is like that place. Like if Brady plays another year, which I don't think that he will, but if he does, it won't be in Tampa.
It's not in New England. He's going back to New England.
Well, what killed it, Beasley did say that he retired because it just didn't feel right. And that's all he did. 2 games he was done. Just didn't feel right. And that's kind of like what they're building in Buffalo. You got like Shaq Lawson, Jordan Phillips, and somebody else came back.
It's still
John
crazy
Brown
that Shaq was a Dolphin at one point.
Brown came back. All these guys are coming back. But from what I heard, McKenzie sent that out. And now this is per Brandon being the GM. He got a call from Cole Beasley. Said, look, I got to talk to whatever. Let's figure it out. Roster moves, all this. So he did go to the team, and I guess it was unanimous that everybody wanted Beasley back.
Well, we're gonna find
So
out.
I've been trolling, but believe it or not, I don't only troll Dolphins channels.
You don't?
No, I'm worse on the Bills. I'm worse on Bills channels. They don't have.
Hey, look, I know you get a bad rap, man. I can tell you my interactions with you have always been pretty good. I appreciate it, man. Donate to the channel, help the channel grow, but most importantly, man, just I've got no problem with you, man.
I donated when you were on your cruise. I had Trucker Sean. I called Trucker Sean out. He donated 100. Some other dude donated 50. I said, "Come on, I'm giving money to the opposition's channel. The least you could do." So then after Trucker Sean donated 100, I said, "Dude, $6 would have worked." He gave a whole.
Sean has been one of the most loyal people to the show. Shout out to Trucker Sean. I love Trucker Sean. Shout out to anybody who donates. I appreciate it, man. It's good stuff.
I do got to give you a shout out just for the fact that you took care of the rogue moderators.
I didn't necessarily. Look, we had some conversations. That's all.
Well, Chef Drew has been since I started coming into the Dolphins tailgate or the Fins tailgate.
Mm-hmm.
That was week 2, just before the Bills. He's been there. He's always been cool. They timed me out a couple times, no big deal. But all of a sudden it stopped because I was donating money. Just because I appreciate what you guys do for everybody, not just Dolphins fans, but everybody in the NFL and the fan bases all around. But as far as the Bills Mafia goes, I've been trolling there because they're all bitching because Beasley left because he wanted too much money, which he earned a raise, but they knew what they were doing with Von Miller and bringing back a bunch of different guys. Well, the fans took offense to him not getting vaccinated, not wearing a mask. So he went to Twitter or something and said, "I'm glad to be out of there," because he was just taking a beating from this, the 5% of the Bills fans that are just absolutely ridiculous. We'll call them snowflakes. So he apologized to everybody, but I've been trolling, and there's still comments if you go to like Facebook or I don't do Twitter or Instagram, none of that. So it's basically all Facebook. I was like, you know what? If Beasley makes a great catch or does, I expect you to just sit in the chair and be quiet. You have no right to cheer for a guy that you didn't want back. So I got banned from Facebook for 21 days.
Michael K, look, bro, I appreciate you, man. I gotta let you go, man. Thank you so much for coming on today, bro. I
Absolutely. And I'm gonna extend one more thing, and then I'll go. I wish you guys the best of luck, no injuries, and let the best team win on Saturday.
Hey, by the way, did you swear? Somebody said you swear. Do you owe a couple dollars to the swear jar?
I didn't swear. I'll donate $5 when I get out, even if I did swear. Okay. Well, how much is it? How much is it per curse word?
$100 per curse word.
That ain't happening. Oh, dude, I gotta tell you this one too. I got a bet with El Capitan.
Hey, don't do my man like that, El Capitan. Don't.
Hey,
don't
by the way, happy belated birthday to Capitan. I think it was on Monday. I haven't been able to say it yet. Happy
happy
birthday.
belated birthday, El Capitan.
So this is the bet.
I love
If the
news,
Dolphins
you owe
win,
$1. You owe $1 at least.
okay. As soon as I get off, I'll donate. If this is the bet though, it started out if the Dolphins win, I got to donate 100 to the Fins tailgate, and his payment would be to wear Bills clothes for 2 shows.
Oof.
So, well, it gets better. Gets better. So I was sitting there thinking, I was talking to my buddy. My buddy said,
Hold on, Mike. Okay, when you say Bills clothes, Bills attire, or it could be red, white, and blue, American flag.
Bills attire. Bills t-shirt and a hat, something.
Oh, wow.
Well, I was watching the roundtable last night, and I saw that Dan Mitchell was wearing Dolphins clothes on the roundtable last night.
Yeah,
he was trolling TD. I heard he was just trolling TD. I heard.
Okay,
he lost. I don't know what the bet was. So, anyways, I changed it up. I was talking to a buddy of mine. So now El Capitan has the choice. He has the choice of 2 shows with Bills gear on, or jumping through a table, or he can put Bills gear on, jump through a table, and
I would secretly want him to jump through the table if that happens.
Well, you know what? Then get all your clock blocker guys over to the Fins tailgate, because if he has to pay, they're going to take a vote, and the fans are going to decide what his punishment is.
God forbid we lose, which I don't think we will. I think we're going to win on Saturday. But if we do, I'm going to be there to watch him go through the table. I want to see him go through the table.
Yeah, okay. I'll keep you guys up to date. We'll know Saturday about 11:15, 11:30.
All right, Mike. I appreciate it, man. Love you, brother. Be good, man.
All right. You too, man.
All right, bye. Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. We're going to wrap it up, man. Nobody else donated the $50 or more to win the Javon Holland autograph photo. Nobody did. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I did get another donation. I got it from our good friend of the show, Pete's Take. Pete donated $20. Okay. So Pete said to donate the things to 2 people. So here's what I'm going to do. In the next minute, the next 10 people that donate $1, you can donate on YouTube here. I don't care. Okay. Donate $1. The next 10 people that donate $1, I'm going to put them in a wheel, and I'm going to pick 2 people to get the entries into the wheel for Pete. So next 10 people that donate $1, I don't care if it's on YouTube, you're going to get thrown in the wheel. I'm going to pick 2 people from the wheel. We'll do 2 spins, and then those people will get an entry into the giveaway for the Christian Wilkins autographed jersey. So if you donate $10 right now, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. Omar just donated 2, so there's Omar. Let me pull up. Shout out to Omar. Wheel of names. There we go. Omar just donated 2, but I'm just getting 10 people that donate at least $1. 10 people that donate at least $1 right now. Omar just did, so I'm putting Omar's name in there. Omar Castro. Need 9 more people. Donate at least $1. Let's go. Let's go. I'm going to pick 2 people, and you will get an entry each, courtesy of Pete's Takes. Shout out to Pete's Takes. Shout out to Pete. Batman, you excited for Saturday night, man?
I am. Not going to lie. I am.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. All right. Alaman just donated $2. There we go. ALEMAN. All right. 8 more people. Come on. Donate at least $1. Go. Finsaholics just donated $1. Look at you. Look at you, Batman. Batman. Trucker Sean. To Finland.
Level 2
That's
dude.
5.
Batman.
We need 5 more people.
Batman has a Bills Mafia beating before versus Level 2 dude.
Y'all are a trip, man. Level 2 Noob's killing it on Twitter, by the way. Let me tell y'all something. I still think Level 2 Noob has the best Twitter account of any Dolphin fan.
Oh, yeah, by far.
Level 2 Noob has the best Twitter account of any Dolphins fan. Remember, all right, come on. 5 more people donate at least $1. 5 more people donate at least $1, and then I'm going to do the wheel, and you will be entered to win. You will be entered to get an entry to win a Javon Holland, Christian Wilkins autographed jersey. Let me put this in here. I need to write this down to whoever wins. Make sure that they get their credit that they rightfully deserve. Come on, 5 more people. Let's go. I got $3 on Hetty. What's the cat? You can only I'll drop the Cash App and PayPal link, but it's anybody who donates at least $1. All right, Black Dolphin, he just got in $2 there. 4 more people. Let's go. Black Dolphin, there we go. John Ruiz said check Cash App. John Ruiz just donated $2. Thank you. All right, hold on. John Ruiz. John 83. And Miami Kid. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me just make sure I haven't missed anybody up here. And John. Shout out to you, John. All right, one more person. Just one more person donate at least $1 and you get in.
By the way, Steven, I'm working on getting I don't know if you ever heard of Miami Hops 305.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get them to come to Veza store on Saturday with the glassware. So they got the Dolphins glassware.
Can before you make that, like, hit me up after the show so we can talk about that. Okay.
All right. Oh, there you go.
Hip Hop 66. There we go. Hip Hop 66. All right, there we go. 1, 2. That's 10. There's 10 right there. So we got Omar, Alaman, Batman, Trucker Sean, Newfoundland, Back Dolphin, John Ruiz, John 83, Miami Kid J, and Bip-Bop 66. That's 10 people. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's we're gonna pick 2 people, and you will get entered to I want to remove my thing. What do you want to do? Well, you're in there, Bip-Bop. If you win, you can donate your entry to somebody if you want. All right. The 2 people I pick here will get an entry into the Christian Wilkins autographed jersey, which we're either going to do tomorrow or sometime next week, depending on how many entries we get into this thing. All right. Here we go. Let's go. All right, Black Dolphin won the first slot. All right, and all right, let's see here. And let me remove Black Dolphin out of here since he already won. All right, here we go. Next time.
Trucker Sean.
Trucker Sean. So Trucker Sean and Black Dolphin, you both got entries into the Christian Wilkins autographed jersey giveaway that we're either going to do tomorrow or sometime next week. I will throw this out there still. If anybody wants to donate in increments of $50 or more to the channel right now, The next person to donate $50 will get a Javon Holland autograph 8x11 already. Just donate $50 or more and you get this right now. I will send it to you. And remember, if you donate $50, you'll get double the entries. If you donate $100 or more, you get triple the entries. So that's a big deal. So shout out to everybody who just donated. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. You guys are absolutely amazing. Love you all. Okay. Thank you so much for everything today, man. I appreciate you coming on today, Batman. Thank you.
No, I'm glad. I had my I have 3 appointments today. My first appointment was at 11. It was virtual. I did it before I came on, so now I got to get ready for my 2 appointments. I got one right now at 1:30, and so I'm glad. I'm always down.
William Perry said I should get this by default. He did donate the most today. You should get something for donating the most today. All right, William Perry, you donate all the time. I'll give it to you.
Nice.
I'll give you one. I got another one. I'll give you another one. So I'll still leave it for somebody to do. The goal is to try to raise money for the channel. So let's go. I love it. Let's go. All right. I'm going to play this song to end the show, bro. Stay on, Batman, so we can talk after the show. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming on today. And we will see you tomorrow on Spread Kindness Friday. Jason Sarney will be on. We will be having a good time. It'll be good. William Perry says, shout out to Jason Sarney. I got the cards this morning. Shout out to William Perry, man. Let's go. Like it. All right, let me play the song, man. This is Solo D's new song, Loco. We're going to end the show like this today, y'all.
Me amo solo.
Coming in. Let's go.
Solo D. My fans made me loco. Just took another L, we like, oh no. Gotta play Buffalo in the snow. We gon' hit Josh Allen with the Zoclo. We be throwing up foes in the photos. It's just another vibe with Solo. Took 2 L's out in Cali, it was bad. The Golden State didn't give us no gold in the bag. The game was still close, so close you could grab. We definitely ain't ball, but the referees was frauds. I'm questioning they calls, they play too damn much. They turned the football into 2-hand touch. Props to they did, they had the crew jammed up. But Tyreek Hill was MC Hammer, he said you can't touch this. Offensive scheme look busted, but it's Matt D's plan and we trust it. It's a battle out in Buffalo, we got war, time to open up. No more locked doors. Playoffs on the line, that mean every game counts. Cooking Buffalo from the bars to the house. Playoffs on the line, that mean every game counts. Cooking Buffalo from the bars to the house. My fans made me loco. Just took another L, we like, oh no. Gotta play Buffalo in the snow. We gon' hit Josh Allen with the Zoclo. We be throwing up foes in the photos. It's just another vibe with Solo. Who that? Solo D. Solo D.
We'll see y'all tomorrow right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network's #1 Miami Fan Morning Show. Clock Blockers. Peace.